Hello there, guys. Hello there. Life's the game. Back once again, guys. Back once again. Hope you guys are all doing well. Here we are yet again, guys. Yet again. Exotic gifts for randoms. Number 60, guys. Number 60. Go ahead and hit that like and sub if you haven't already. At the very least, the like, guys, helps the channel. Just in general, helps get the video out there so that other agents can also witness this, guys, and also see this, as you guys will hear now, on how to do this stuff and know that this stuff can be done. Some people look at it like it's impossible, but as we're going to go through right here, guys, a complete different brand new group, legendary Tidal Basin. As you're seeing here, will those names change up? You betcha as we continue on, but there are two that do remain, I shall say, but you guys shall see the rest. You shall feast upon it with your own eyes as we begin this run, guys. So we're going to go ahead and get into it right here. And obviously, guys, Tidal Basin totally never being an easier one. Always being the one that you gotta, it's just like one of the A-grade legendaries, guys, as I say many times. You have Manning Zoo, you have Tidal Basin, those are the A-grade legendaries. And then the B-grade legendaries would be Capitol Building, District Union Arena, and Roosevelt Island. At least until we get maybe another legendary mission at least in the game, which the game is badly yearning for, I feel. We need a new legendary. Shall see what the devs do with that, but that's neither here nor there, guys. We don't go too far into it. But what I was saying just now is that these missions, Manning Zoo, both Manning Zoo and Tidal Basin are grade A legendaries, guys, and so anytime you get to legendary missions, I would highly not to say to run this mission right here or Manning Zoo if you're new to legendary or you struggle with it to a degree. I would say to get used to the other three B grade ones and then start exploring these ones and start getting your feet a little more wet in these ones, because these are, I'll have some agents join this and they'll say legendary is hard for them, and I'm like, this is definitely not one of the mission you want to try and come run into, one of the A grade legendaries, and knowing that you're not used to legendary, you're not used to the way it's played, you're not really the greatest. I just tell agents that just because just to give them the best chance of winning, guys. Obviously, if you're running with me on my team, I'll do my best to get us through the area, the section that I can do, guys. But in general, I'm saying if you're not used to legendary like that, you do not want to come to Manning Zoo or Tidal Basin, guys. You just want to kind of stay far away from those missions to start off and just focus on the other legendaries. And once you get used to those ones, and that by all means doesn't mean those ones are an easy cakewalk. It's just you want to be used to legendary to a degree before you start running missions such as this one here, and expect to actually get realistic, successful results. That's the only reason why I'm saying that, guys. Okay, guys, so as you're seeing here, you're seeing us start off right here. We're kind of using the hill as cover. You've seen us going back a respective number of times, going back and forth, up and down the hill. I usually tell teams in the beginning here, because these enemies usually rush you to start off. As this is with randoms, guys. It's not the easiest mission to do with randoms, obviously. Everybody's using Discord mates. Teammates say no. If you're one of those agents, definitely not for you guys. But if you want to be able to get through this with randoms, it's a lot harder. A lot more skill required, and as long as you just listen to what I'm saying and just really take in, just really choose your positioning, it can be done. But everybody's got to be on the same page, guys. You'll see examples of that. Sadly, every single time I end up running either Manning Zoo or Tidal Basin, there's always for whatever reason a toxic agent or few that find their way into the group somehow, and for whatever reason it's we gotta, I try and weather the storm at times, deal with it a bit, but then once it gets to the level, it's oh, you gotta go now. That's it. Good luck to you. Keep fighting hard, agents. That's all I can say, and that's it. Sadly, guys, if you gotta do that, you gotta excuse yourself out sometimes. That will happen. But if it's your group, you just handle it. Just deal with it, and all that will happen. The only thing about it is sometimes they'll abandon you during a fight, and there's a lot of bummy-wummy agents like that that'll do things like that. But it's no skin off our bones, guys. If that ever happens, you just want to keep your composure, because everything you see me showing you here now, even if we were to lose an agent right now, we could still get it done with just 3. There's ways to do that. It's just you have to know what you're doing. You have to really take patience, distance, focus in. An agent that leaves like that, guys, yeah, anybody like that, I just note and take down, and I just do not run again. They're just, they're just barred from my team. No more runs with them, guys. You want to take note of people that do that, and just to make things easier. It's always good, though, but everybody's going to do what they're going to do. Good luck nonetheless. My whole thing is everybody gets success out of doing this, guys. So you're seeing us start here. I'm going to go ahead and get a little into it. So we got from DBD clan, Cole Walker. Solid agent, guys. You see only Shade 663. And like I said, Shade is just a number in this game, guys. After 1,000, just due to the watch being able to give you a few more perks after 1,000. So Cole Walker will be getting a lot stronger as he progresses to Shade. But as I said, Shade's just a number. Despite his Shade, guys, this guy was a solid agent. Definitely knew how to take directions. Got used to the mission. as they were playing. And you guys will see examples of that as we continue to go on here. But this guy seemed solid. He was getting it done, guys. We were on the same page. I can say that for sure. Next, we got from CAN clan, Von Silk. And this guy was also a pretty solid agent. They knew their role. They didn't deviate off of or too far away from it. They stayed within boundary, and it's like everybody was just on the same page, guys. I can't stress that enough. It's not so much like how exactly who your teammates are. It's just, are you guys all on the same page, and are you listening to each other, and do you guys work well together? These missions do show that for certain teams. Some people you might not work too well with, or the way they're playing the game, and you're like, you know, as far as me, guys, you know me already. Patience, distance, focus, that's how I play. So if you're like an agent that likes to just kind of run up at times or do things, that's not a problem. I don't try and tell people how to play. It's just if I see you doing that and you keep dying, putting the team in a whole bad position, four-man enemy AI going after 3 people, you're way in a bad spot, we can't revive you, and you're just sitting there, it's like, no, not on my team, guys. We don't do that. That's not how we play. If they do that, it's got to find another squad, guys. And respectable, super respectable to however you guys play. That's not my respective style. I don't really run and gun it like that and just go in, especially with randoms. It's not a smart thing to do if you're realistically trying to defeat a mission. And even if you don't, and especially if you don't have the strongest build to be doing that even. So you just have to know how you're playing, guys. Everybody plays different. I'm not saying you cannot run up like that, but hey, there's just a certain way you have to know how to play this stuff, guys. And there's a reason why my record is what it is. And you guys see me going through this stuff day in, day out. You see all sorts of videos on this stuff of just success. There's a reason for that. So I just stick to what works, guys, and I know what works. And the only thing I really do ask agents to do that do join me is just incorporate their play style into what I'm seeing. Just incorporate their play style into my method of play. That's it. And my method of play is just keeping distance, patient, distance, focus. That's it. If you can do that, by all means. And I have played with a lot of agents, guys, that have ran up there, like where my drone's out up there, my assault drone attacking him, like way up there. They've ran up there and were able to survive and all that, and I don't have anything to say to them. I'm like, kudos, that's a great build, and this guy knows what he's doing. He's very knowledgeable of the game, and I don't see him dying. I see him getting back before he's dead, or he has a revive hive, but he still gets back. I'm like, I don't tell those guys how to play. I'm like, they're doing what they got to do. But if you keep going out there, as I said, guys, and you just keep dropping, I'm like, okay, well, obviously whatever you're doing is not working. If you need to keep relying on somebody to revive you, it's not working. It's not making anything easier. It's putting us at more of a detriment to lose, to wipe. It's just messing everything up. So it's like, if that's going on, you know, it is what it is. But moving forth, guys, moving on, Von Silk, as I said, solid agent. Now this next guy here, guys, so Julian D, can't say much. This guy was, I think, if I'm not mistaken, guys, and I don't really mean to put anybody on blast, but hey, you guys run with me. This is one of the things, a lot of you guys like this, I'm finding. So it's like, you know, I just like to be able to discuss my real thoughts on the agent who I was playing with and just what was going on. And one thing here is that this guy, I think, if I wasn't mistaken, I think he was the guy saying that he soloed Tidal Basin or something, or he said he soloed this or something. And I'm like, just based off of his playstyle, how he was playing, I was like, there's no way that you did that. And even if you did, there's things that are different from soloing, obviously, in the 4-man legendary group of randoms. That's completely different. Like I said, guys, when you're soloing, it's scaled. It's scaled for one. The people you see soloing these missions aren't soloing everything you're seeing us here do. They're not getting that many enemies. It's scaled for just one. You tell me if I'm wrong. It's scaled for one. I went over this multiple times on forums. People talked about it, confirmed it. Everything's scaled. So I tell people, as I said in one of my last 4 directive legendary missions with randoms I did, I was more or less saying that if somebody truly wants to really truthfully solo a legendary mission or whatever, have 3 of your friends sit there as bots while you just go through the mission and do everything yourself. That would be a true solo, because the mission is tailored for 4-man and you're doing it by yourself. That would be crazy. So any of those solo players out there that like running stuff solo or did legendary solo, have a few of your friends join and actually do a 4-man tailored legendary solo mission. Can you do that? That's what I'm saying. And they do scale it. It makes sense that they scale it for that. But I just look at it as, if you solo it originally, yeah, that is really solo, but it's just scaled for that. The way that you make it harder is if you had 2 or 3 extra teammates, or like 2 teammates with you, even if you didn't want to have it to be completely fully 4-man, like 4-man AI. It could be 3-man AI, but I'm saying that would be a step up from just soloing just a legendary by itself. So that's all I'm saying. Like there's times where I've done that. There's times I wouldn't say I've soloed anything like that, but I'm saying there's times where like my entire team's gone down a lot, and I have to take out like all the enemy. And it's not till one of my teammates told me, they're like, you're soloing freaking 4-man legendary, like, because that's what it's scaled for. It's not just solo. And I was like, hey, you know, I didn't even think of it like that, but that's why I was getting so much bombarded so much, or certain things would happen. I'd be like, why does this feel like freaking, because it's 4-man. It's not, if it was tailored for 1, that'd be only a little too easy sometimes. So I'm like, considering, especially considering the weapon power on this game now and different stuff. So I'm saying, it's a lot of those people soloing out there. You want to do something new that nobody's done. It's presenting new ideas, guys. Solo the mission with your friends sitting there, so the game factors in that you have agents on your team, but you're doing everything yourself. That'd be a full solo. I know I'm not lying about that. That'd be a full, like, real 4-man like solo. Like, you're literally carrying everyone. It's just you versus everyone, and your friends just sit back all the way in the beginning, keep their character logged in so that they stay logged in and all that stuff, and you guys are good. That'll be a full solo. I'd be willing to bet a lot of the guys you've seen do it would find it very tough to do it on that, or probably wouldn't be able to do it like that. So I'm saying that's just food for thought for anybody out there if they're thinking of doing something new. Maybe that's the idea I sparked within them for you solo players, I guess. So, but yeah, you see us here battling, guys. You see us here. What you want to do at this part, guys, to be honest with you, what you seriously want to do at this part is you just want to ensure that you keep yourself between like this wall right here on the left, these stacks, and the space right there. You want to use this. You want to use this area as cover from the bombs and all that. That's what I was telling them. I was like, don't stand out there too long. Kind of, you know, go in and out. Watch the side, because the drones obviously will hug the side, and they can kind of creep up on you from the left if you're not careful. So there's that. But you kind of just want to just hang in the pocket, like what you're seeing me here. You're seeing me hang in the pocket here, guys. You're seeing me hang in the pocket. You don't want to put yourself out there so much, and you see I have a shield, but I'm still like very, like, you know, knowledgeable on, you know, where I'm supposed to go out, you know, what I could take going out, what would make most sense. You know, I wouldn't want to be over there too long on the side because you saw those drones come in. So you just got to know, guys, just got to be watching it. It's about just watching it and then rinsing and repeating what you need to get done. And most importantly, guys, you're seeing the medic. You want to take him out of there. You want to get him out. You always want to get him out. So we're doing a pretty good job. We're doing a pretty good job of getting that done. But going back on the agents there, yeah, Julian D, I think he said something about soloing it, man. And I'm not sure, agent, if you do come across this, if you've done that. I only believe people when I see like proof of it, or I've seen it done, or them record themselves. Because everybody is saying everything these days, guys. That's why you see me come out with all the different stuff, legendary 4 direct. You see it all done. Because I have nothing to hide. I'm not hiding a room. You guys see every room done. Because people will come out and say the most craziest things sometimes, like when you do that, as if like they've done it or whatever. And I'm like, if they've done it, I'm like, and some of them will have channels too. And I'll be like, if you've done that, there's no way that you would not have any type of recording on it, no picture of you beating the mission. That's what people do on Reddit. I notice a lot that do it, that don't record. They'll at least get a picture of themselves defeating the mission or doing something in the final room of the mission to show that they actually did do it. So anybody saying that they're doing something and you have never seen them do it, they're just saying it. Like, I never believe people like that. I'm not saying they haven't, but I find that hard to believe why they would never get any footage on it, which is how I know it's a lie most times. But to you, Julian D, I don't know. The way you were moving, my friend, I don't know. I don't know if you beat this. I'm just going to go ahead and say I don't believe it. I don't believe that you soloed this mission in Legendary at all, whoever that is. I think you're just kind of saying that. But more so than anything, guys, it's just how we perform. So you guys are seeing us keep patience, distance, focus here, obviously. This part can be nasty too, guys. Just you gotta bear with your team. You gotta cut your losses here, and like just keep at it, because some of these places you gotta hack. It's not just gonna timber. Like you gotta really like you gotta hack at it. You gotta hack at it, rinse, repeat, and keep the main people that you gotta take out in your sights, because obviously you don't want a medic out there, because the medic's just gonna revive everybody. There's more waves to come, but you just want to be careful. As you see me taking the guy out down there, you see their reinforcements are now in the way, guys. But I'm saying here, you just gotta hack. Unfortunately, with Legendary, that's what it is. Especially one of these A-grade Legendaries, this being Tidal Basin specifically, you're going to have to hack. I let all these guys know from the get-go, guys. That's one thing you don't hear. A lot of my stuff, the speeches I tell them and all that stuff, I'm like, we're gonna have to battle this one out. It's not gonna be the easiest thing, but it can definitely 100% be done, and it can. I'm gonna do my best to make it as easy as I can. And by you guys following suit, following directions, you also make it that much more easier for yourselves and gives us the best chance of winning. That's what it comes down to, guys. It's not like I just come in here and I'm just yawning, eating a muffin, you know, just, you know, I'm not even like paying much attention, like doing it. There could be times sometimes where I might be, you know, checking something or something like that. But for the most part, guys, like I said, in order to get success in these missions, you want to just remain focused. And even if you did see me do that, I mean, it would just be a different thing, obviously. I'm used to it at that level. You obviously do not want to be sitting there eating potato chips while you're doing this unless you're used to it like that and you have it down like that. Because if you do stuff like that, you most likely can get picked off, hit, something happens fast, you can't react fast enough, and then that costs your whole team. Wipes can happen. I've seen it. I've been a part of it before. Have to save teams sometimes because somebody's like, oh, I was doing this, my bad. And it's like, yeah, it was their bad, but I was like, that was your bad almost. We just wiped that entire mission, and all that time was almost wasted. So it's like, don't be that agent. Just be focused on what you got to do, you know, because you gotta have your focus 100% within the mission, guys. The thing is with Manning Zoo and Tidal Basin, guys, here's the thing. The thing is, these missions are a lot longer than the original legendaries, guys. So what happens is this. A lot of times agents, so even some talented agents, they'll be doing well in the first parts of the mission, but then as it goes on, it's like, for whatever reason, people will lose their focus, things will happen. So it's like, what you gotta do in these missions, I always say what differentiates Tidal Basin and Manning Zoo from the other 3 legendaries, respective Capitol Building, District Union Arena, and Roosevelt Island, where these ones differ, Manning Zoo and Tidal Basin, is not only just the enemy's strength, it's the grit that it takes. Like, it's just a know-how. Anybody will tell you. Some people, they say what's the hardest legendary. It's kind of usually a tie between this one and Manning Zoo, and they say Manning Zoo because of how the Manning Zoo is just it's the longevity, and that's why I say that. What I'm saying, guys, is because Tidal Basin in its own way can be long too. The thing is, you just have to stay with it. You can't lose your focus, and that's what gets a lot of players at these missions sometimes. Like, you'll see, I'm sure a lot of you guys even listening now, you probably played with some teams where you're like, man, I feel like we're gonna beat this. You guys did the first room you're doing. You guys did the room you're seeing me here do. With randoms, I'm not talking for the guys that are with clanmates, teammates, although it could be that too. But I'm saying, for the most part, like, you've been in teams where you've gotten here, you've got to this part, you defeated them, you guys are feeling good. But then it's like, for whatever reason, as the mission continues on, people pick their spots bad, or they're not realizing something, they're allowing the medic to stay alive too long. People just, you know, they start going to sleep on their objectives, like their tasks that they're supposed to be doing. They start going to sleep, and you don't want that happening. That's how wipes happen, and it doesn't even mean the team was bad or couldn't get it done. It was just their focus wasn't there when it needed to be. That's why I say patience. You want to remain patient always. You want to remain distant. You never want to be too close. And the reason I say distance is because you can always, if you make a mistake going too far up, you can always get back. You can always most likely correct it if you're distant. If you're too close, that doesn't work all the time. Because you see that damn drone reviving the Chunga. I was telling my team that's what we do not want. They're going to do that. We can take these guys out. But yeah. But you want to remain distant, guys. You want to be able to offset your mistakes. If you make a mistake, if you're distant, you can always get back. And you want to remain, of course, most importantly, focused. I mean, they all have the same level of importance, patience, distance, focus, but a lot of people lose out on the F. You know, this is a time when the F's actually good, guys. I know getting an F on a test isn't always good. This is a scenario, actually, where the F is good. You want to maintain focus all throughout. Throughout the entire mission, because the moment you lose your focus, guys, it's that fast. It's like a snapping finger, like that. That's the wipe. That's how fast a wipe could happen. So it's like, you just want to make sure that you're on it. That's it. As long as you guys are totally on it, you have nothing to worry about. Nothing at all to worry about. You guys will just stay good as a cohesive, structured unit. You guys will be good. And that's what I tell these guys. I'm like, and I think what it is I just kind of talk to them as we're going along in it. And then, I don't know. A lot of agents say it just helps them out a lot because it's just, I don't know. I've been doing it so long that it's like air to me. It's like breathing to me when I'm going throughout this. So it's like, I'm just telling them what's happening. Watch the drone on the left. Watch this guy. Watch the medic. He's down there. Watch that bomb. It's coming in. I'm just everywhere. I'm just letting them know, hey. And what I noticed with that is this, a lot of agents, they say it's good. It lets them know what's happening, like, at all times. You know? I don't know. I guess, you know, it's like kind of like how AI, I guess. I don't know. Like, I've been doing it so long that it just is what it is. But it does help out. There are times when I have to do it, but sometimes I don't. Sometimes I'm just running it. I'm like, there's no need for me to say nothing. These guys are good. They're seeing everything. There's not much. But if I see, at times, if I might make out sometimes if we're getting hit with stuff, I'll just start calling it out more, just make it a little easier so I know how it can be, guys. I know. I'm not expecting you to just come in here and just run like Superman. and just be able to just run out here and be like, okay, they can run legendary, they're in here, I expect them to be able to do this and that. No, that's not it at all, guys. I know a lot of you guys running this stuff are new. I can only shudder to think when I was new to this stuff, like how it felt doing it, and if I was even doing the right things, and like, you know, like I know how it is. So the last thing you want is somebody breathing down your neck or something, telling you something, and you're like, man, I'm just trying to play this. I mean, I do want to win, obviously, but I'm trying to, it's a lot going on at once. They're trying to take in a lot. So I get that. I don't want to also be, you know, that ear in their head as well. It's like, dang, it just gets so excruciating. They can't take it. Like, you know, they have to leave or whatever. And it is what it is. Not everybody can run legendary, but I do it. I try to do it in the most comfortable way, guys. I try to make it most comfortable, so I know everybody running these missions are not comfortable running this stuff. So I know how it can be being bombarded like that. There's like guns from all angles, drones. You're like, how are we even gonna kill them? You know, like they're shooting us from every spot. There's drones. It could be done, guys. As they're seeing, as we continue fighting here, it can be done. We just gotta keep your composure. That's all it comes down to. Focus, guys. You gotta remain focused. I feel like I could have got the drones a little more here, guys, to be honest. Like before they got to us, I was trying to use my drone to get them, but these guys do a lot of spamming of the drones. And I noticed the devs started allowing the enemies to do that again a lot, and I'm like, damn, because they used to not do it as much in the past. But it is what it is. But I think they did in the earlier times of the past, but they kind of dwindled it down. But I've seen it kind of picked up a little bit, I noticed. But it doesn't matter. My build that I have definitely is made for scenarios such as what you're seeing here. So that's totally nothing that we need to worry about, guys. They have that damn heal box on the left. That's really what I was saying. I think my assault drone's getting it, and I was like, we really need to get that out. That's why they're trying to run over there. They're all trying to hide. So I was saying, if we can get that out of there. Let's try to get them out. They're trying to hit me. They're hitting my shield. Alright, overdrive it. Come on. Or overcharge. I should have overcharged that guy, see? I took cover there, but I didn't, there was no, I mean, I saw the drones coming up, that's what it was. There was no real reason to do it. I don't know why I didn't do it this time, guys. I'm watching myself again. That's why watching is a critique. Yeah, I could have overdrived it there. I don't know what I was thinking or what. I think I was just so focused. That could happen too, guys. That can honestly happen. I was so focused on what I had to do. Which one of these guys I had to get. Sometimes I forget. So you see me doing the overdrive there. Overcharge there. I throw my nade. Tier 7, and I'm like, we got to get this medic out. We got to get him out. So we're getting him out. We're getting him out, guys. You see us working. We're just working. And that's what you want to do here. This is what this part's going to entail. This is like the mission. This is rid of the mission right here. It's going to, especially with a team of randoms, guys, you're going to have to battle it out. I was telling them this is how it is. Just have fun with it. Let's get this done. Let's keep our foot on the gas. We get the medic out. We get them off life support. We slit their throat. We get their life support done. That's what you want to do. You do not want these guys to have a chance to be bringing people back, because that would just spell doom and gloom for everything. Like, it just makes it that much harder. They get all the drone spammers back up. They get all the nade spammers back up. God forbid they get the chunga back up. Like, you know how that goes. A lot of times, the percentage of wiping goes up by a lot once the medic's doing that. But there's a way to still fight it back. It would just be rinse and repeat. Unfortunately, it made the battle a lot longer and harder than it needs to be. If we would have allowed the medics to just revive people, but it can still be done, but that's just not something you want to do, guys. Nobody wants to spend double the time on a room that they shouldn't have had to spend on it, or just make it that much harder to that point. Just don't want that. You want to make sure you clear it out fast, guys. You want to make things as easy as they can be on Legendary. You want to make them as easy as they can be. You'll find, because when you don't, this game has no problem delaying you. And you could, hey guys, I've heard teams are in one room for like 2 hours in one room, and I'm like, I mean, I've been in rooms some long times, guys. I've been in rooms quite some time before, but I don't think I've ever been in any room, despite my team. I ran like with some agents that have been low shades, such as like shade 80 and stuff, and 40. And no room I've been in for an hour. So I'm like, the only how something like that can possibly happen is if you're, like I said, running with a random group, and then they allow the medic to like revive everybody. So it's like you're running the whole room again, like in a sense, and you don't want that. You definitely don't want that, guys. That's what you don't want. So you see us get back past this part, guys. This bomber here, let me see, what's he doing? He's trying to hide. You see me taking him out. But this was a solid team for Cole Walker and Von Silk. Of course, I did tell you that I would say who stayed, but you know, why not? These guys, they did more than a great job. So yeah, Cole Walker and Von Silk, they end up staying throughout it. But that last slot there, guys, we're gonna see who fills that one and does the right job. So Julian D is still with us as of right now. But just being honest, guys, with these runs, I gotta be honest because I gotta let everybody know what's going on. I gotta all be on the same page. This is how it goes, guys. All gotta be on the same page. So I was telling them right here at this part, we might want to back it up here. Nobody go too far in. These guys are going to come pushing up. They're going to have rushers. They're going to come up on us. The whole thing that we got to do here, guys, the key focus is taking these chungas out. We got to get both these guys out. So I knew through my overdrive right there, I triggered that with the nade, and I was like, I got to start putting damage on these guys. We got to like just get them out, make it uncomfortable. So this chunga's trying to sneak up. I was telling him, watch it. So I see him coming in. I'm like, okay, let me just go ahead and get back here in case I got to do a backwards one. But I was like, we have decent enough DPS on him. I did my overdrive. That's gone. But like I said, guys, this build is A1. This is one of the builds I use for Legendary 4 Directed Tidal Basin. I beat that one. This is the same build I had. So I'm like, I knew that we had firepower and stuff. So I'm like, we should be able to do that. But just in case, guys, that's why I said patience, distance, focus. It's just my style of play. So you saw me practicing distance there when he got too close. It's about knowing when to move and when to do all that stuff when you know you need to do that. And not leaving it for too long. You can't get out in time. So you see us taking these guys out. So I know we have a relatively good good spot here. We got our footing on these guys. I was like, all we got to do is take these guys out. Keep our distance on them. Take them out. We're doing a good job. Activating my overcharge there again. So like I said, guys, yeah, this is what you want to do on these missions. You want to just remain patient, distance, focused. You want to just stay within the game, guys. You don't want to start getting ahead of yourself, start pushing up, thinking that we're beating every room. And then that kind of goes back on what I was saying earlier, guys. It totally goes back on what I was saying earlier when I said teams, they do good in the beginning, but then they get into the mission and it's like they forget that you got to remain focused at all times. It could change at any moment. And as long as you keep that there, guys, you keep your head on your shoulders, I'm telling you, you'll see success in these missions. But that's the only way to do it, guys. You can't sit here and say it's going to be easy. It's going to be easy cakewalk, because that's not what this is. It's never what any of this is. Do I have fun doing it? Yes. But, you know, could I say it's the easiest thing? It's just something? No, it's not all the time. Depends on, like, the team. And it's not always easy. You want to be focused. So you just don't want to wipe. Although, not saying wiping's the worst, guys. Sometimes it wakes you up. Sometimes some agents say it happened to them, and it never happened to them again. Ever again. It never did happen to them again, but, hey, it did happen to them. And you just don't want to be one of those ones where you do a run and it happens to you, because it's not a good feeling. Spent all that time getting there, and you just wiped on it like that, and you got to do everything again. Find different agents, whoever wants to run with you, if they can run with you, if you get back to that section again. I know how that can be, so I'm saying just, you know, you want to just get it right the first time, guys. You don't hear, you feel. Just don't want to be the one that feels. That's all it is. So it's not always bad to feel, obviously. Sometimes you have to feel in order to know some things, guys. That's how it is sometimes. I know I did in the past. So it just is what it is. But at the end of the day, it'll get to the point where you get success. And that's what we're all looking for at the end of the day, right? Alrighty then, guys. So if you're enjoying this one, so far, they're about 30 minutes in. Hit that like button. We're continuing this one, guys. I'm going to give you these pointers. I'm going to show you guys what to do. You see me do it all the time. Exotic Gifts for Randoms, part 60, guys. Number 60. Man, 40 away from 100. I have been doing this longer than my count says it. So it's like, you know, it is what it is. But I started keeping count at a certain point. I was like, you know what, let me start doing this. So number 60, guys, it's been great. All the agents I've helped do this that have gotten exotics. So let me see if I've done this 60 times and they give exotics out. That means I've gotten exotics to 240 agents. That's crazy. Well, taking me out the equation, I guess you'd probably say a little less, but yeah, that's a lot of exotics, guys. But yeah, it's always good, guys. Like I said, at the end of the day, it's just to get a lot of the players in this game better and just, you know, let them be able to see things from a certain perspective and know that these things can be done. And nothing beats real first-hand experience of the mission. I mean, some agents sometimes might be a little afraid and be like, I don't know if I could just run through it. I'm like, no, you can run through it. By running through it, that's when you'll get most of the experience. And I know people really don't like sometimes some of the experience like that. It's no different than, say, when somebody's like learning to swim or something. It's like they're afraid to go in the deep end of the water, but it's like the instructor's telling them, by you coming to this part, they have you, you're 100% safe, but they're just trying to tell you, by you coming here and learning to do this and actually feeling it, that's the best teacher. That's how you're going to know. There's no other way. You're going to like start knowing it. Once you get to a certain level, you can swim a certain way, you're ready to go to that area. You can do that and you don't have anything to be scared of or afraid of. So it's just one of those things, guys. So you just gotta get your feet wet, you gotta get in it. You know, some agents, it's not the greatest experience. Some of them are like, yeah, they need a little more time to get used to it. They need to perfect their build a little more. It is what it is. But for the most part, guys, I get them through to show them it can be done with them in the group. So they themselves know they can run in a group and beat a legendary mission. That's huge. A lot of agents that they don't feel that they would be able to do anything in a legendary mission. They feel like be slowing the team down. A lot of times that's not the case. It just depends on what they're playing, how they're playing, and are they on the same page with their team. That's what it more so comes down to. So keeping all that stuff in mind, guys, there's not really much you got to worry about, honestly. As long as everybody's on the same page like that, you'll be good. As you guys see us battling these guys here. And at this part, guys, one of the most important things I was telling them, what you really want to know, what you realistically really want to know at this part, you want to just use these stairs here. These stairs give us a lot of cover from snipers and different stuff. Like if our team, if we don't have a team that can go up there and fight them straight up, and even if we did, it's just about watching where these drones are at. Where these dogs come up and all this stuff. It's just giving us more time to back it up and keep these guys at bay, guys. So I mean, patience, distance, focus. Julian D died in a bad spot up there in that corner. You don't want to die up there. I know how that can be. These guys will just surround you there. It'll just be hard for you to get out. There'll be all sorts of snipers if they set up on you from that angle as well. So you just want to know. You just want to know the spot you're at and what you're doing.
We can do this.
Now, I wasn't watching it here, guys, but I remember there was something I was saying, I think, with him, where I was saying Julian went down quite a number of times, and I had to tell him, I was like, all right, you got to just stay like around where we are as a team and just fight from here, because if you keep doing that, running out there dying like that, that's not gonna get it done. It gets harder as the mission goes on. You just want to establish that, guys. The reason why I say this stuff, because you want to establish all this stuff in the beginning, so it's not a problem. It's literally no different than like an owner telling their tenants like what to expect going in. So that's 6 or 7 months down the road, there's no surprises. You're not sitting there making it feel like you have to change to something completely different rather than adjust to something that you already knew beforehand, if you follow what I'm saying. So there's that. And on that respective note, guys, you are seeing there that guy excused himself out. So that was good. I actually gave them a round of applause for that one, because I was like, it's better when the agent doesn't try to argue with you and whatnot. They kind of just make it easy, leave. You know, they were saying they beat stuff solo. I'm pretty sure the other agents were like, yeah, this guy's just, he's just talking. He hasn't done anything. So he left, guys. Unfortunately, he left. That'll happen. There'll be agents like that. But as I said, guys, nonetheless, we keep moving. But we all know who that was. So I'm just saying, you guys take notes down who these guys are. And just keep that in your memory and remember that. I'm not saying they're the worst agent. It's just, within this mission, specifically, there was directions they couldn't follow. So that is something to take note of, guys. Which agents can do that, which cannot do it, because that's such a crucial, huge, crucial, integral part of being successful within these respective missions. You have to have a team that listens, that doesn't make things hard. So they make it hard. You already have to battle an entire damn enemy is already hard enough. Now you have to battle your own teammate that's not listening? Okay, now that can't be done. Obviously, fail, guys. So you don't want that. It can be fun. You can mix it up with a lot of these guys, make it fun sometimes. When it gets to that point, that threshold, that line is crossed and all that stuff, it's just, you go your own way, agent. Have a good day. Respect. And it is what it is, guys. It is what it is. All I can do is be professional with it. That's always fun, though. Hit that like button if you haven't already, guys. We're continuing with this one as you see the hecticness increase. So as I've been saying, guys, you just want to keep your composure here. You want to keep your composure. Patience, distance, focus. And we're doing a great job of that, guys. Cole Walker, Von Silk, you agents watching this. Excellent agents right here, guys. If you guys are seeing these guys know how to listen, take direction. That's the kind of agents you want on your team, guys that know their role. They know their area. They stay within it. They fight within it. They did not allow the mission to scare them that we didn't have another agent here. I was like, we'll be just fine. All we got to do is keep doing what we've been doing. It's just going to prove testament to your skill and show how well you are. That we can beat 4-man legendary AI with only 3 people, and you guys won't panic about it. We'll get it done. Just use environment to our advantage, guys. That's such a huge process. That's such a huge thing you got to know, is making sure that you use the environment to your advantage. That's what we had to do here. And just watch for these drones. I was just calling it out, and I was like, these snipers from a distance, I'll kind of walk up. You have to get this medic out. I was saying, we got to get him out of there. So I was doing my overcharge there again. So I sent my drone after that medic, but I'm just watching it here, guys, because the thing that can happen here, while you don't see me going up much, is just right there, as you saw. You could start being bombarded. And when that happens, that respectively happens, it's like they could come around you, they could hit you fast, they could come around you quick. And what happens with that is that you go down. You could go down off of one hit from that. So it's like you don't want to be in the way of that, like, you know, your whole team there, and it takes all you guys out. That wouldn't be good. Obviously, people have revive hives and all that, but that's besides the point. You just want to be watching out for that stuff so that doesn't happen. So you see that bastard just about get rid of that electrified stun nade. So we got that out of there, guys. And we're using the stairs down here. That's what's keeping us, keeping these guys back. They're trying to run around. We got that bastard medic out of there. You always want to get the medic out of there, guys. I don't know how many times I got to stress that. Always make the medic first, key priority in any of these scenarios. As you see me just about healing up here. So you see as I'm healing up here, that other guy, that purple enemy, he ran right over there. He's trying to get an angle on me there. I was thinking I more or less should have turned here, guys. I wasn't watching. I guess my team had him back there. Yeah, so I don't know what I did on that side, guys. I mean, I would have originally turned my back all the way around to where he was at, in a sense for him not to shoot me there. But I guess my team had him on that angle. See, he's right there. So I was looking at something in the front, guys. I was going to sleep there a little bit. That guy was just hiding in on the right. So you want to watch that. You're seeing him bombard up there, guys. That's what I was trying to say. You want to kind of just be wary of that, stay clear of that stuff. And by being down here, it gives you the best chance. Although I completely wouldn't put it against him that this bastard could somehow shoot that and somehow pinpoint it directly inside the area if we're not careful. So you always want to know that, guys. Legendary enemies are unpredictable. You'll see them do stuff. You've never seen them do it here. Somehow when you do a run, they'll do it. So it's like you just always got to know. And that's one thing I do like about the difficulty. It just keeps you on your toes. It's a difficulty where you just have to keep moving because it's like the enemies trying to react to you the same way you're trying to react to them. So it just is what it is, and you just want to make sure that you put yourself in the best position here. As you see me throwing that nade there. So you're seeing right there, free May got hit. And this was the next guy that came, guys. As you saw me, I searched and got somebody else. So this guy, this agent, he was okay. But the thing is that, the thing with this guy, we shall see if he stays, guys. I don't want to spoil it for you. We're just going to see. But one thing I can say about him is that he was kind of pushy a little bit. He kept he's getting ahead of himself a little too fast a lot of times, trying to push up at points where it was like there was absolutely no reason to have to do that, considering the times and how you've been going down. There was no reason to push at those spots, and then you die in those areas, and it just makes it that much harder for the team, as I said already in the beginning with that Julian D guy. I was like, you just can't be pushing and dying in bad spots or just not listening, because that just won't go well in these missions, guys. There's certain missions where when people do certain things, I'm like, you know what? I'll even tell them. I'll be like, I'll let you hang around because this mission, it's not the hardest mission. I'll give you another chance as long as he's respectable and not, disrespectful. They can hang around, but a mission like this, it's different. You can't just be doing anything you want to do, obviously, in this. Manning Zeus, if you're doing that, it's going to be a waste of time. People are just going to end up dying. You wasted your weren't just a wipe because people weren't on the same page and they just kept doing stuff, and the mission only gets harder as it goes on. So there's no reason to have that. Whatever group they want to join that's going to do that, they must have a lot of time on their hands to sit there playing the game all day or something if they're going to sit there and just be wiping like that and coming back. Nothing against it, guys. You learn stuff from wipes, but I just don't have the time for that most days. So it's like I want to just make sure we get it done in a respectable way, guys. Cole Walker and Von Silk will tell you I'm probably one of the most chillest guys they've ever played this with, ran this with at this type of level right here. Like, so it is what it is, guys. I just make it as easy as you want to make it. Hopefully not difficult, guys. We don't want anything to be difficult. That's the thing. So you see this bastard trying to get behind me, guys. So you saw us back there. These guys started pushing. I was telling these guys, if you want to get back here, once they start pushing like that, guys, you can come back down the steps to make things a little more easier. Because that's when these guys start bombarding, and sometimes you need time to think. You need time to be able to go back and be like, okay, let me restructure. That's a huge part of Legendary, guys, restructuring, because the battles often shades and swifts back and forth. So it's like you just have to be knowing where to go, and that's why I told them, come back down here once they start pushing on us, or they're bombarding us with too many bombs, too many drones are coming in just to get your footing back. Come back down. But one thing I was saying, why I was pushing a little bit, was this medic. We gotta get this medic out of here, guys. That's one thing I was like, nah, this guy's gotta go, because all he's gonna do is bring everybody back that we just killed and make everything that much harder again. So that's why I set my drone after him. I was telling my other teammates we gotta get him, but stay safe, but we gotta get him. If we can't get him, come back down here for a bit, we rinse and repeat, we get it done. Sometimes a medic will make things hard for you. They won't come right to you. They'll be all in the back like a coward, and they'll be bringing everybody back. And it is what it is, guys. It's Legendary. That's how it goes. So they'll do that. Our main thing is not to lose our focus, guys. Not to lose our composure. Keep our composure going, and we have, no matter how many people we heal, so we're not going to do anything. So, like I said, although we don't want them healing everybody like that, but worst case scenario, we want to make sure we're alive. Everybody's alive. Nobody's dead. We're all in a good spot. We can retreat if need be. That continues a mission. That continued success. So you see us going in here now. They're kind of enticed to do that. Like, it kind of makes me laugh a little bit. I might make like a random character and just like run this mission and like run all the way over there to where the helicopter's at and just go in random spots and actually play on a team and see how that would work. Oh man, that'd be so horrible, but I just laugh about it and I just try it and see. You'd see how fast we'd wipe doing something like that. I'd be like, yep, this is why you don't run like this. But it'd be interesting. I might make like a power build or something like that and just run the mission reckless. I mean, I'm like down there. I'm like in spots I'm not even supposed to be in. And as you see me say that, I accidentally dropped down there. Shouldn't have done that. But I think one time I'm going to do that. I might just laugh about that because some agents play like that. I'm like, there's certain missions you cannot play like that. You know, when I have more time on my hands, I might do something like that and say, this is going to be a random run. I'm going to join some group. I'm just going to be in there. You know, have guys telling me, what am I doing, this, that. I'm just going to play like one of these guys. And I'm going to see what that does. I'm going to try and put my skill out there, but I'm going to see what that does. And I guarantee you, it's not going to end well, guys. It's not going to end the greatest. But, yeah, that could be for funny purposes. I could do a video like that. It's like, watch this wipe. It's like, I already know I'm going to wipe before I do even. And it's like you're shooting everybody probably with a strong gun. Just might be a little fun. Might be interesting. Or we might get through it. I don't know. Or I might get kicked out the team. I don't know. But hey, I'll be respectable with it. I won't be like a douche. I won't just be running the thing, doing what I'm doing. And obviously, I'll stick with the team, but I'll just be a lot more aggressive. It won't be any of my main character or my secondary character. It won't be any of these characters, so I'm not recognizable like that. It's going to be a complete different random mule character, guys. So I think I might do that just to get a little laughs out of it. Maybe you guys get some laughs out of it. You know, it will probably more or less be everything not to do. Like when the title of the video is going to probably be this is everything you don't do in a legendary mission, and then whoever it is can go and watch that and see that. And if you're running like that, what you're seeing me run like in the mission, then that means you got to brush up on your game. That's not too bad of an idea, guys. I'll say no more. Just look out for that stuff. I'm getting some ideas, like for my channel, some things I'm gonna do. So, yeah. Now some agents getting mad, saying, "Oh yeah, that's somehow when I match up with you when you're just on a random account. You're not even trying that like that." But they're not gonna know, guys. No one's gonna know. It's not that I'm not trying. It's just gonna be a certain way that I'm running, and it's just gonna be, yep, this is how a lot of people run this stuff. Let's see what's so fun about this. And can you get through it like this? Does the team think you're playing well, playing like that? And that should tell people a lot. I think that would actually explain it a lot, guys. That might be one of my series. I won't say anything more, but yeah, I have something in mind. Might be a little fun. I think you guys might get a lot of laughs out of that. I'll keep it very interesting when rerunning it too. Be like wipe number 1, wipe video, wipe number 17. I don't know about that though. I don't know. It's just like that. Doing that after a while, it'll be like, yeah. It would just be a random run, guys. There's no way I'd be caring about it like that if I'm wiping on it like that. But that doesn't mean I'm not trying to help my team. I'd be trying to help them. It's just, it's going to be one of those runs, guys, where I'm just super aggressive and, you know, hopefully they can revive me and whatnot. And I have revives and we'll see how it goes. But for the most part, guys, I'm going to continue bringing you, I'm going to continue bringing you guys the content that you all know and love, that you want to see, to successful wins, and how you should run the mission as opposed to how you shouldn't. So you're seeing us in this room, guys, as it's continuing on here. And as I said, you just want to keep your composure, guys. You want to keep your composure. So you see us sitting back here in the pocket, guys. So now you're seeing Freeman. You see Freeman where he's at? That's what I was telling him. I was like, you're not in that bad of a spot, but watch yourself there, because what can happen is that bomber from up top, he can bomb him easy from there. He can get hit with a few things easy from that spot. So I was telling him, watch it. So it's kind of funny what I was mentioning earlier. See how he's running like aggressive, just all up there? I think I'm going to have a mule character to run like that. I'm going to do it more respectable, though. Like, I'm going to try and, you know, stay alive, actually help him. But I'm just going to see what the hype's about him. Just, you can't relax. You just want to run up. You just want to be in that thick of action and everything. I don't know if it's somebody sitting there and they only have like 30-40 minutes to play the game. I understand that. If that's the case, this is not the mission you want to do. That's another thing, guys. If you're somebody that's like, you don't have all the time on your hands to run, this is not a mission you're going to just sit down and run through that fast. I know you've seen a lot of YouTubers and stuff do this. They're obviously running with clanmates, Discord agents. They're not running with random agents. A few of them might be doing it sometimes, but even if they're doing that, they're not going to just run through the mission in 40 minutes, guys, or 30 minutes. It's not like that. That's not usually how it goes. It's going to take some time, at like an hour at least. You could get through it within 40 minutes. I'm not saying it can't, or that I haven't done it. I'm just saying for the most part, that's most likely with a group of randoms not going to be the case. Like, you're going to have to work. There's going to be times when things are going to sway, so make sure you have time on your hands when you do these missions. Don't go into this mission and only have 45 minutes at most to play, because all you're going to end up doing is hurting yourself and having to leave the group. Hurting the group as well, like in a sense, have to find somebody else. But you're going to hurt yourself because you wasted all that time playing that. You most likely could have beat the mission, but you didn't have enough time. You kind of should have known that coming in, because the mission's going to take time. So, yeah. If you want to run a mission like that, guys, just crank the difficulty down to heroic or something, or challenging, or just run another mission or something. This is not one of those missions, guys, especially in Manning Zoo. Somebody tried to do that in Manning Zoo, and I was like, I don't know what type of mission you thought this was going to be, agents, but to be honest with you, this is the longest mission in the game, so just factoring that in, and now it's on Legendary, like, it's, like, come on. And you're playing with randoms, like, you're not going to just get through that mission. That's going to take you at the very least, like, an hour to get, like, a good solid job of it done. And that depends on how fast you can do the final room. You have your Discord agents, your clan agents, your builds complement each other. That's different. That's super easy to do. I'm talking about with real skill, like with just complete randoms, and you guys are all on the same page. You guys talk to each other like that. It's going to be at least like an hour or somewhere touching that 50-something minutes. Even if you guys are well coordinated, well builds, it's still going to take time, because that's just how it is with this difficulty. It's not just the hardest difficulty in the game for no reason. So those agents that don't know that, I'm like, hey, just learn that. Don't be that agent that logs in or signs up for a mission. You don't even have the time to run it. That's already like, yeah, you don't want that. So you're seeing us here, battle it here, guys. I say that just to say it's going to take time, and it's not a bad thing if it takes time, because that's what it's supposed to do. It's not, you're not just be able to just run through the mission, guys. I'm using a build right now that I can get this done with 4 directives. So it's like, it's patience it's going to take. It doesn't matter like what build you're using. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's going to take time, and it's going to take movement and know-how. That's why Legendary is such a huge step up from Heroic, guys. It's because it's not just the strength of the enemy. The strength of the enemy is godly. Insane compared to Heroic, of course. But the next thing about it is just the enemy's like movement and know-how and all that stuff, and just you actually knowing the game and how to play the game. That's what this comes down to. Your movement speed, your perspective. These guys trying to outsmart you, trying to flank you. That's what this is. It's not just the strength. It's like they're trying to play against you now. Like, if you fall asleep, you guys know what I mean. You see, like, people always say, how can the enemy sneak up on you in this game? You'd be surprised. And I know each and every one of you guys, if you've been watching this far and you know about the game to that level, believe me, you've been playing on Legendary and an enemy is snucking up on you despite the mini-map, and you're like, where the hell did this guy come from? Did he just appear there or something? And it's like, nope. If you watch it again, you'll see how he was slowly being a sly bastard, and he snuck his way up there and got you guys out of position, started doing drones from behind, and you're like, damn, I didn't see him. I was focused on the other area, and it's like, that's exactly what they're doing. So you gotta just be aware of all that stuff, guys. I've seen so many things. I've seen like dogs jump on top of areas, run off like they're gonna do something, and then they come around in the back room. I'm like, wow. So this sly bastard was sitting there watching us fight the whole time, knew that there was a part there, waited for when his enemies, when the Chunga was shooting us heavy from the left, and all our attention would be on him. And then it made its move, knowing that we weren't looking at it. We're just assuming we weren't going to be looking at it, which made sense, because I'm like, that's going to be the least amount of time we're going to be looking at it or being attacked. It didn't shoot a bomb, it didn't do anything. This actually happened in the Summit once before. The Summit is a watered down version of Legendary, so like I said, the enemies, they just, as you're seeing one of the dogs there, the enemies, they move around, guys, and sometimes you might think they're just moving to just move. I'm like, a lot of these guys aren't just moving to move, guys. They're trying to get an angle. You want to know how I know this? Because there was times where enemies were just moving, and then they got to a point where they were like almost surrounding us from different angles, and they all started drone spamming, and I'm like, oh shit. They all set up on us, so what they did, it just looked like they weren't doing anything. They were all setting up so that they can all start, and the bombers started bombing us, and they all had different angles on us now, you see. So it was like, they knew what they were doing. They were like, oh, we're just going to surround you to the point where we start bombarding you. It's going to look like we're just moving around like stupidly right now, like we're not doing anything, but that's what we're doing. So it's like, you just want to know that. You're seeing Prime go down there again. Somebody had to revive him. And I was saying that, man, you gotta... I would highly just say to stay back. But you see how he's up there? He's just like shooting. He's like just going Rambo on him. He's like just at the front, doesn't care. I'm like, there's a time and place to do that stuff, guys. It's good, and he is taking him out. It's good, but you want to stay alive, guys. You see his angle? It's not the best there because you see this dog? This dog could have got him easy. If that dog would have honed in on him with a bomb, he would have went down again. And you saw that dog was sitting right up there easy on that ledge. So I'm saying, you just got to know where you're running, guys. You got to know how to pick your spots. That's what I mean. When I say pick your spots, just know where you're going and what's happening around you because, yeah, that would have been an easy pick off for the dog. Had it decided to follow me. And that was kind of more or less kind of what I was just trying to make him aware of. Just watch the area because if you don't do that, you're just going to go down. But if he's not going down, guys, that's a different thing. So you've seen him go down a few times already. So that's where it becomes an issue. So you see me activating the overcharge there. As you see him go down again, guys, and now the thing is this. He doesn't have a revive hive, so somebody has to keep throwing their revive hive to save him. I say, what the hell? I come out here and say, I'm going to save you. But after I save you, I'm telling them, you got to stay back from now on, my friend. Otherwise, we're just not playing within a team unit, and that's going to be a problem down the line. It was going to be, because there's going to be a part you die like that in, and we're not going to be able to get to you, and you're going to make it harder for us. That's what I was telling him. So I was like, if he wants to do that, then cool, we can do that. Does he decide to stay, guys? We shall see. Will he stay and grit it out? It's not the hardest thing. As you're seeing Cole Walker and Von Silk, these guys look like they're just on cruise control now. They're getting into it. They're honing into it, guys. I mean, it's always that last agent. I don't know why it's like that. It's been like that for me for some reason. It's always that last one. Trying hard to find that last one to be on board, like with the team. You'd think joining a team like this, you know, you're seeing success, that you just kind of would just, you know, start going with the flow and listening to what the team's saying and just doing your best to help them maybe having success. But for whatever reason, guys, we got those agents out there that just for whatever reason, it's their way or the highway. Like if they can't get something done a certain way, then they just feel they should be doing it their own way. And it's like there's not a problem with that. You're just gonna have to find another team with that, my friend. That's all it is. So you're seeing how these guys are coming in now, guys. So this is what I was telling them. This is what I call the legendary push, like the rush. It'll happen at times. For the most part there, guys, we had structure there. We had it under control. But now what you're seeing here, as you're seeing this whole bullet fest here, you're seeing these guys starting to push on us now. I'm seeing medics out here. So my thing is this. I'm like, gotta get this chung out, but then I gotta get this medic out too, because me getting this chung out won't matter if I don't get that medic out. But the chunga is more of a threat, guys. So you want to make sure you get him. You see me getting the rest of these guys. So my shield's just cruising right now. I'm having a little fun inside that bullet ocean. I know you guys are seeing that. You don't want to be out in the bullet ocean too long. Depending, because then they'll start nading you sometimes too. So you see me getting hit there. I'm like, okay, let me go ahead and see if I can get a heal or two in here. Did I get a heal in here? Yeah, I did. Let me go ahead and get a heal in here, guys. That's what I was thinking I had to do. So I was like, let me get that done. I was telling them just to watch these guys. I was telling my teammates to watch for the bombs. Because these guys, they start doing little slide tricks. That's their plan. And they try and stand at a certain angle. Drone spamming. I was telling them, watch this damn chunga, because what he's going to do is try and like maybe hug the left side, come in and try and sneak in or something. That's exactly why I had my drone. I don't know why I didn't activate my overcharge here. I am taking too long, guys. I've been watching this. I should have already activated it already by now. I don't know why I didn't activate it, guys. Sometimes I just don't realize that it's there. Man, oh man, guys. What's taking so long to... I should have been throwing my nade already by now. I don't know. I guess I was just into it, guys. I don't know if these guys aren't hurting me or like that. Okay, so finally there I did. I think I was saving it for a certain point, but I should have kind of done it for back there. I think that would have allowed us to take a lot more control of the situation. A lot more control. Had I done it earlier. So that was my fault, guys. My team, that was my fault on mine. I should have got that in motion a lot faster. You see the medic here. Yeah, so that's me not being on my P's and Q's there. I should have had that going already. So you're seeing a push here. I was telling them no big deal. We got to go back through here. We got to go back through here, but as long as we keep these guys at bay, we should be fine. As you see my terrible shot selection there. Okay, so you see this Chung, he's trying to push in on us, guys. This Chung is trying to push in on us, trying to get us and you see these guys trying to push up with him. So I was like, let's just get this Chung out of here. Once we get him out of here, we have nothing much to worry about. See See this bastard trying to push up on us. See him trying to get the angles, trying to run in there. They get him out. I was like, we gotta get this chunk out of here. This bastard's trying to push up on us, so I got my liberty. Okay, so we sit him down. And I say, all we gotta do, okay, we're good, guys. I was like, let's just structure it back up, get ourselves back in motion, and we're good to go. Love having the assault drone. Those bastards trying to hide like that. So we got that out, guys. We survived that push there. This guy was trying to wait right here and get us on the side. We saw him before he came in, though. So it's all good, guys. You see us getting it done. Like, that's what I'm saying, guys. Patience, distance, focus. You totally just cannot go wrong with it. Can't go wrong by sticking to that, guys. That's why I say that, because whenever you come across those scenarios, like what you saw right there, when they start pushing, all that crazy stuff happens, that's where patience and distance and focus is practiced and exercised the most and serves you the most. It's in moments like that. That's where I feel that agents really see the effectiveness of it in things like that. Because if you go too far in there like that, guys, and you're not patient, you're not distant, you're not focused in those situations, you go down, that's it. So you're seeing their reinforcements coming in right here, guys, and one of the things I was telling them or letting them know at this part was just more or less stay back here so that when they do come, we always can retreat back. If absolutely need be, guys, we'll totally just retreat back. That's what you want to do. So you see me taking this drone out here. And here they come again. You see them spamming us with the drones. You see them coming in like on different angles with the bullet shots. Trying to get me with a bomb there, guys. And I was telling Cole Walker there, I was like saying, just watch it. These guys are going to come in. You just got to watch it. With the bombs. Because it's hard to dodge those a lot of times. I do understand it. But I was like, nothing we can't handle, guys. We just got to keep within our composure. Stay within composure, guys. That's all we got to do. Take these guys out. We see this purple enemy coming in. Taking him out. They're hitting us with the drones, guys. What you want to do right here, you kind of, to be safe, I would say to stay like where you're seeing me at right now. Kind of just fight them from right here. If they're gonna shoot the bombs in on you, let them do it. These dogs will come close. Their bombs are lethal. You don't want to be in the way of those. I do need to make a build that can sustain bomb damage. That's one of the areas I would like to do. That's one area of weakness I would say this build has. Although very, very strong, never have any problems with it outside of that. But I feel like more so than anything, guys, it's just about your movement. I mean, if you know your movement, you're not supposed to be getting hit by bombs like that anyways, for the most part. So, but if I can't lie, having a build though that could sustain the damage would be pretty interesting. Probably pair that up with a Regulus, you know? That'd be a killer. But yeah. See us back here, guys. See that bastard dog? It's like just aiming in on us, and I was telling him, just watch this guy, because he could just be waiting for us to get in a certain area, try and bomb us at a certain point, or shoot you. So let's just get this guy out and watch for the drones as we're getting him out. So you see me like kind of, we're depleting this guy's shields on him. I would have had him down sooner had I had my capacitor and whatnot, but I was vouching for this build, guys. Considering the teams, is this a better crowd control build? It's like one of the best ones, considering it can do Legendary 4 directive and whatnot. It's one of the ones I use for that, so it's like having something like this ensures order. These enemies don't get too much out of control or whatever when they start pushing up, start getting too bold. Some of these guys will come right up on you. It doesn't even have to be a rusher. I'm saying some of them will just, if they see that you don't have anything, they don't respect what you have, they get close and personal on you in Legendary guys. They'll come right up on you and say, what are you going to do about it? And when they do have that shotgun or they have that damage, there's not much you can do about it. So it's like, you just want to make sure you maintain structure, you make this enemy respect you all throughout. There's never a time where it's like, you know, don't let them respect you. And that's what Legendary enemies will do, guys, believe me. If they don't, you tell me if I'm wrong, you guys that play this. If they don't respect your build, they don't respect your strength, you're not hitting them with anything, you're not getting an angle in on them, they're all together, you're letting them stay in the same spot for a while together, you're not really doing damage to them, they're going to start just pushing on you and say, let's step on the gas on these guys can't handle this, and I've seen it happen. And then you'll see teams get overran. You guys don't, you know what I mean, like it's happened to you. You've probably been fighting a team for a while on Legendary, you see them push up on the gas, like how you saw them do on us just now. We're maintaining that one spot for a while, then all of a sudden you started seeing how they just started pushing up. They started giving us more bullets. They started bombarding us more. You guys all saw it happen. So I'm like, Whenever they think they can get the upper hand on you or that you're not as strong against them, they start saying, you know what? They start telling each other, let's push up on them. And that's just being smart AI. That's one thing you will not see on Heroic. You might see it here and there maybe, but Heroic, they won't do that. But in Legendary, you live with the enemy there for that long, letting them like kind of realize that you're not hurting them. You're not really that much of a threat. They'll put the pedal to the metal. They'll test you. They'll be like, let me see if he, what he can do. It's no different in a boxing match, guys. Before like you give the other opponent a pretty decent hit to have him respect you, I guess. It's like, before you do that, they're going to step on you. And even if you do hit them like that, they might still come on you and still test you and be like, you know what? Let's see what he's going to do if I keep coming, if this happens, if he's got to work a little bit. And that's how Legendary will break a lot of players, because they'll be like, okay, you survive that, but if I keep the pressure on you, you start breaking, you start making mistakes, you start getting overwhelmed. And they know this. That's why they do that. So you're going to see something like that here, guys. So I'm telling them the same method as I tell you guys all the time, respectively, at this part. Hit that like button if you're enjoying it. Thus far, guys, we're approximately an hour in. As I said, guys, this stuff takes time, but it can be done in structured ways, especially with randoms, guys. So up here, I was telling them that 2 down low, 2 up here. And I stay up here in case, worst case scenario, everybody gets taken out and I got to fight these guys off my back foot going back throughout the entire stage. I'll do that if I had to. Done it before, but I'm saying we need 2 down there just to be able to sustain, get the thing started, initiate the attack. If we could factor it in from up here, I would say we just all stay up here, but I would say for the 2 agents you have staying up here, guys, they got to stay alive because they got to give support to the agents that are below. That's why people might say, oh, it's a little easier staying up here. It actually isn't. You got to make sure you're on everything, because anyhow, you're not on top of everything and you end up dying. That's the support that you're supposed to be giving to the bottom agents, and that will spell wipe. The thing is with the bottom agents, they can fight, and if they go down, it's our job up top to look out for them and bring them back via Revive Hive and all that other stuff. That's what so we have 2 jobs up here. Their job they have to do is just fight hard, and it's tough to fight down there. Of course, I've been down there. You guys have seen me do some runs where I am down there. But I'm saying their whole thing is just to DPS and fight these guys and just watch the door. We got like 3 things we got to do up here, guys. See that door all the way on the corner on the left? We got to make sure we're watching that door to let them know when someone's coming through that. Not saying they can't watch it. They obviously got to be watching that too. We got to put DPS on the enemy, and we also got to be sure that we can revive them or help them out. Do they go down? And you saw me switch to my respective Stinger Hive, and I had to do that here, guys. It just allows for there to be that much more control in the area and safety in that sense, because it's a very strong hive, especially with the overdrive overcharge. See me activating it there with the throw. Like, you guys, they don't want to get no smoke from that. They don't want to be in that. So that's why these enemies will stop and I throw that out. Like these robots, some of these guys would have been coming in here since they respect the hive to that level of degree. Kind of bluffing it out here, like it only has 1 charge on it, but they don't know that. The enemy doesn't know that. They just see it there and they're like, you know what? Let's be wary of that and not go through it. And sometimes they'll go through it whenever they want to go through it, believe me. Once they get like a bit antsy enough or they get too impatient, they'll start going through it, and the hive respectfully does mess them up when it is charged. But in this case, guys, it's a bluff out right now with only having 1 charge. So knowing that, I was like, let me kind of try and take it out. I was taking it out so it could recharge. So I was like, we're going to need this to recharge once these guys start pushing, because they are going to push eventually. They're not going to take the bait forever, you know? So just respectively keeping that in mind, guys, I wanted to surely ensure that I had this thing charged back. Get it up there faster, get its charges up. And what I realized just now, after remembering a little bit, I think I forgot it during the run, but the overcharge or overdrive, whenever I activate that to tier 7 skill build, what it will do is it'll let the charges go up a lot faster. I literally forgot about that, so it's like, that's a huge help in these situations, as you see me throwing that back down here, guys. I know it was tough out there. It was tough down there for Noob Gamer. Yeah, Noob Gamer, by the way, he was the guy that joined again. He's the guy, he's the 3rd, I think, agent that has joined, guys. So it's that 4th agent. The other guy left because they kept running up. Pre-May, he kept running up, and they weren't learning. So I was like, we cannot have people like that at this part. It's going to make it harder. So does Noob Gamer stay, guys? Will this be the agent that stays with us, guys? 3rd time's a charm, you know what they say. We'll see how it goes. But yeah, thus far, you're seeing me with the hive down there, guys. I cannot stress enough how great the Stinger Hive is, as I always do say. Especially how strong it is. It's just beastly, like even like with the once tier 7 hits as well. So the reason I put that up there, I was telling my teammates, you want to stay behind this hive. You want to fight them respectively, but you just want to stay behind the hive. I kind of would prefer them to be a little more back in here, like towards the back end of the room, so that they don't get flanked even from that side of that door. Like, but if they wanted to be right there, they felt comfortable right there, and I was like, you know, you're not being hit too much there, and you'll be good. So you see my hive coming, you see the chungas coming there. I was telling them, just watch out. These guys are they're really trying to nade us, trying to nade you guys, trying not to get hit by those things. Have my hive down there, guys. It's making it a lot harder. So this chunga, he's gonna walk right into it. I probably should have put the hive a little more. I threw it there, yeah, because that's where they were all at the time. So this guy's gonna try and go ahead and walk and make his way down here. I'm just gonna go ahead and keep my hive there, guys, because I'm just gonna keep it there, because I know these guys are gonna walk into it. That's why I was more or less telling my teammates, you want to kind of get to the back. Like, you don't want to be too much right here, because these guys, they have to get through this to get to you. That's the thing. So you saw my hive got the other dude there. So just having this hive out, guys, I'm telling you, like it negates them being able to run in like how they would usually. They just rush in usually, and that stalls them big time when I do this. Like, it allows them to think. They're not going to just come in like that. The enemy knows the strength of it. They see the radius of it. They respect a lot of my weapons and stuff I use, guys, because I might get it to the level where it definitely will do damage on these guys. So it's like, they know that, and enemies do know. That's why I say once they respect your build and they respect your weaponry, that's when it gives you guys more room to work and be able to be a little more comfortable. Because see where Von Silk's sitting from? Like, if that hive wasn't there, it would be tough to even sit there, because what would be happening is they'd be bombing a lot, or they'd just be running in. So what he'd have to do most likely is just be a little further back and fight him, then just sit right there in the pocket on him. They'd be pushing, they'd be coming through this door, this side door too. So it's like, it just changes up the whole thing, using a hive, knowing how to do it. This is a method I do it by, guys. I used to go down there, but I just think it gets it's a little tough. It could be a little tough on teams that do not have the builds to do that stuff down there, because those chungas could come in hard. You're being hit from all angles. The dogs come in, and it's like, it's just not the position you want to be in. If you switch it up, pair it up 2 and 2, it's the best way. But as I said, guys, I cannot stress enough, whoever stays up top, you got like 3 things you got to do. My things that I got to do is I got to make sure I get my hive out there to be able to really help my team, sustain my team below. Take the enemy out, do DPS on the enemy. And also look out for teammates up here, tell them what's going on, and revive, do they go down. So me and Cole Walker, that's our job, we got to do up here. So being an agent that's on top, you have a job to do. So some people might try and vouch up here and say they kind of want to they think they have it easy by staying up here. I'm like, no, you actually have to be on your P's and Q's, the more so even being up here. And I'm not saying anybody should have a bag of potato chips out or whatever. But in this case scenario, I'd say the people on the bottom would be the people even able to even have or snack on anything, as opposed to people up top. Because people up top, we gotta always be watching everything. Since the moment we go to sleep, get taken out by somebody, a sniper, you're paying attention, that's not good. Because you want to make sure you're up, or that you can get up and that you don't have to rely on anybody. Obviously, if I went down, Walker could pick me up. If he went down, I could pick him up. But you just really don't want that happening, because whenever you have to do that, your team's on the bottom fighting all of them by themselves with no support from up top as I'm reviving him. And that could change a lot. Just those key moments right there, you just weren't there in time. You just allowed the chunga to walk up just that little bit much, and it makes everything just that much worse, that much harder. So that's what I'm saying. You always just want to be on it when you're up top. It takes like an agent that knows like really like what they're doing in that sense to be up top, or to want to be up top like that, because you got to get it down, otherwise it could be a wipe. Fortunately, guys, as I said before, there's some parts in Legendary where it's just you got to get it together. Either you're going to do it or not. So just like what I said with landing a plane or a helicopter, whatever it is, you got to know how to get that thing off the ground and get it back on the ground. That's it. It's just as simple as that. And if you don't know how to do that, that's going to be your life and all the other lives of people that are in there. It just is what it is. So I'm saying this is one of those things you got to be able to do. That's how I look at this. If you're going to stay up top, you got to be able to do it. So far, so good. It's our squad, guys. Noob Gamer joined. This guy was solid in it. He was solid with it. Seemed pretty good. Damn, that guy got me on that bomb there, guys. That's crazy. I'm all the way up here. I told you, these guys, they'll look at us. They'll look out. That's the thing about Legendary. Just when you think you're like away or tucked in somewhere, it's like, they could still get to you. They could still get to you. So that was a great job by Cole Walker there, throwing the hive down there, sticking to our strategy. Now my hive's not all the way up here, guys. Noticing my hive is like, there's not a lot of it, but I was like, you know what, I gotta throw that down there, because Doesn't have everything on it, but just to keep these guys out. I know they won't get me from here, so I'm like, I could damage this guy for sure from this angle and get him out of there. It's going to take a little moment to take to do it, but the most part is that we're staying focused, and I was telling them down there, you guys hang in there, it's going to be a tough part. My hive went out, you know, I was trying to get it back. I was waiting for my overdrive to kick in. It took some time so I could fill this hive. So I had a full hive here, guys. If I had a full hive here, like, it would have been a lot easier. This stuff would have been done, like, a lot of these guys would have been down surrounding this guy. It's just, it could happen like that. They push, they come up. My thing's not all the way there. It just is what it is. But what I should have done here, guys, realistically looking back on it now, what I should have done is threw my nade and allowed my hive to go up faster. That way I would have had my charges already by now, and I would have been able to help them. So I'm seeing I have it here, and I'm like, okay, my team's all the way over there. Like, let me throw this. Okay, I throw this thing to get overcharge going. I see them going over to where my team's at, so that's tough. That's one of those tough situations. Yeah, see that stupid little robot came in from the side. Those guys, those little bastards can do that. So you see him trying to really hit us. I was just telling Walker, let's just stay by the stairs, watch for the drones. They're going to really try and turn their attention on us now and try and get us. So here's the part, guys. Here's the thing. If your team ends up going down below like that, and this is why I say this part requires a lot more, because now the mission depends on us now. The mission depends on how we play this right here. If we know how to move and take these guys out. That's why I say whoever stays up top, you have to know what you're doing. You can't just come up here and be like, and think it's just you're just on cruise control, because this could happen, and then everything's gonna be on you to do that. Make sure you have a build that you can do that with, that you know how to do that with. That's why you decide that before you guys jump down. You decide who's gonna stay up and who's staying on the bottom. And sometimes the bottom guys stay alive. They don't always die like that, guys. It just depends. But I'm saying if they do, it's a realistic scenario. It can happen. With randoms, it's tough. It gets tough when these enemies push. But what they're seeing is us fight from up here and still get the job done. So that can be done as long as we know what we're doing, because these guys can get us up here too, trust me. If you're not watching or being careful, I promise you. As you're seeing that little bastard do that. That's what I'm saying, like they can get us from up here fast, guys, like quick. So I'm saying you just gotta know what you're doing. So shout out to Cole Walker. Coming up here, I'm getting it done. You see him bomb me there again. So all of you guys were playing good. Not saying the people not saying Von Silk or New Gamer didn't play good. Those guys played well. Up top, you see Walker go down there, and I'm like, I was like, let me get you back up, because anyhow, if I go down, that's it. So you guys, you see what I mean when I say the wipe could happen just like that. Like, it could be just that fast. So you got to know what you're doing at these parts. You got to be aware. If you're aware and you know what you're doing, you'll pass the mission, you'll get through it. I was telling them, we're good. We're going to get you guys up. Let's just keep our composure here, get these guys out of here. That's all we got to do is just get these guys out of here. We'll be good. So you see this guy, he's all the way over here. He's blasting in on us, guys. So you see us keeping the composure. Hit that like button if you haven't already. We're still getting this done, guys. We're still getting it done. You know what it is. Legendary Tidal Basin, Exotic Gifts for Randoms, Part 60, guys. Man, it's been quite the runs, hasn't it been? But hey, here we are at Tidal Basin again. So this can be done, guys. This can be done with the randoms. These things can be done. Just got to know what you're doing. So you see Walker going right over. Excellent teammate. I believe he's getting the hive ready for the other ones at a point. I think he does revive him. I'm not sure if he does it here, but yeah, he came back. That was smart, you see, because they were trying to bomb him there, and he knew he couldn't go there quite yet. And that's what I mean by you got to be an aware agent. You got to know what you're doing. Because what these enemies know what we're trying to do. They know that's the thing on Legendary, guys. They know our enemy. They know our allies are down. They know that we want to try and get to them. So you notice how all of a sudden, look at the bombs. This is bombardment all of a sudden. Like they're trying to stop us from being able to stand over there, so we can't get over there to revive them. And that's excellent on their part. That's what they're supposed to be doing. They're supposed to be trying to stop us from getting to them, but obviously they're not going to be able to, guys. But that's what they're supposed to be doing. That's what they're doing their best to do. That's what they'll do their best to do with you as well. So as I'm saying, guys, you just want to always stay with it. Patience, distance, focus. Everything works. So you see this guy on this side. We're getting him out. He's out of there. Okay. So you see me, I was like, okay, these guys are hiding. So I was like, let me go ahead and change back to my drone. Obviously, my hive was on cooldown still. So I was like, you know what? Let me just keep fighting with this hive. So I think I'm going to need this hive. So we're still up here battling, guys. On Silk and New Gamer are still down on the bottom, but we're taking things a little patiently. I was just telling them just patiently wait a little bit. Let's make it a little more comfortable, bring you guys back. Because you see, they're not going to push on it right now. If we were to bring them back, they start pushing because they know they're brought back. But if we kind of can leave them there, kind of bait these guys out a little bit, we can kind of handle them and make it easier for the other agents when they come back. They don't have to worry about being bombarded by like everybody. I wish I could have used my Revive Hive, but I had my Stinger Hive and I was like, can't really do that right now, guys. I'm trying to fight these guys off. Like, we just make sure that they're kept at bay. We keep them up when we need to keep them. Take them out, and then once we bring you guys back, it'll be good to go. Because we are going to need you guys for sure, obviously, to beat the mission. To continue with it. We're going to need them. So, that's how it is, guys. Sometimes this could happen. Don't get discouraged. If you're one of the agents that die and you have to stay down for a little bit, just follow suit with the team. Don't be one of those toxic agents that end up leaving the team or something because you didn't get revived as fast as what you thought. You should have been revived. These missions are tough. It's not the easiest thing. Everybody's just trying to ensure they do the right thing. You can't just act on it like that, guys. If it was heroic or challenging, hell, I would have been down there and saved one of them already. It's just, it's a different ball game when it's like this, guys. And you really have to think out what you do and how you do it, the who's, what, when, where's, and why's. Because if you don't, it can lead to a wipe just that fast. It could lead to a sure W, and it's not the one, the one ending in IN. That's all I'm saying. So it's like, you want to make sure it's the right W, guys. And the only way to do that is just to relax, keep patience, distance, focus, and get the job done. That's it. So you see us moving there, guys. You see us moving there. See us getting it done. So you see, okay, so he got the revive going. So Noob Gamer got up. He was reviving Von Silk. So here we go, guys. And our team's back again. That's exactly how you want to get it done. That's how you want to get it done, guys. You want to just keep your composure. And as long as you do that, everybody's back. Are we done with the room? No, we're not. There's definitely still more to do, but it's like we're all back again. Same spot, and I was like, all we got to do is keep fighting again, guys. Let's get it done. I was just telling them, let's just keep battling. We're almost done, because it seems like there's a lot that it could be. This is like one of the parts of the mission where they just keep coming. It feels like ants almost. I got to be honest, but it's like you gotta just stick with it, guys. That's why I say focus. You got to keep your focus and just keep battling it out with these guys, because they're going to keep coming. They're going to keep coming on us, guys. They're going to keep coming fast. Lethally, they're not going to just give up like that. They're going to get more desperate, so you just want to make sure you're there. Now, I guess, I don't know. I guess Noob Gamer fast travel to the guys. I never see how he gets up there. I remember I was asking him, I was like, how'd you get back up here? Because usually you can't get back up there when you do that. Now, that's something smart. If you can do that, then I would just tell them, I would have told them just fast travel back up. Like after you activate it, fast travel and we all fight from up here, you know? That's actually what I would say to do, really. Holy hell, yeah, that's what we would do if you can do that. But I think at some point, if the devs see that or see people doing that, they're definitely going to take that out the game. So what I'm trying to do is show you guys a way to do it that, you know, the devs would eventually, I'm sure, take that out the game. And wouldn't make it that easy where you can activate it and then fast travel back up here like that. So it's like, in the event that they take it off or that, you know, you have to do it this way, I'm showing you guys how to do it, that it can be done the original way and how to do it that way. But that's a neat little slide trick, though. Don't mind utilizing that, but we'll see. If he did fast travel back, and that's how he got up here, because to my recollection, guys, you used to be able to jump back up here, but I don't think they let you do it anymore. And you used to be able to go on this little ledge right here. You used to be able to kind of hop this little bar, and it doesn't let you do that. It's like they block that off, I guess. So it's like, I don't know. But if you can do that, that's cool, Noob Gamer. I didn't know that. I obviously didn't know that you could fast travel back and it'll start you back up here if that's what you did. And that's something definitely worth it to look into. Makes it a lot easier from that perspective. Although you could still get taken out up here. You can still get wiped up here if you're not careful, but that just gives you a lot more comfort as far as not being so close quartered with these enemies and having distance. Most importantly, having the higher ground on them. So there is that. So you're seeing us here, guys. You're seeing us here. I was telling them, okay. That's telling them I think we can go down at this point now. But I was kind of still staying here for a little bit. Trying to get my hive to just re-heal before I more or less ran down, you know? Seeing this dog come out, guys. So you see us keeping our composure, guys. Excellent job to our team. I cannot stress it enough. We get the job done. We get it done. That's how you do it. You want to keep your composure. So you see these guys pushing. Notice I didn't have my hive down. You see how they all just came in here like this? They would have been doing that from time. That's usually how it goes. My hive wasn't all the way charged, but hey, I had to use it when I had to. Got a lot of those guys out. That bastard's trying to sit there. He thinks I don't see him. Trying to get an angle on me. Got him out of there, guys. He tried to get the angle on me. Got him out. So yeah, you're seeing it, guys. You're seeing it. You want to just keep composed. You want to keep composed, as you guys observe here. Alrighty, guys, so you see it. You're seeing it there. I'm kind of letting you just kind of take it in a little bit. I've been kind of rambling here a little bit, but like I said, guys, I only do this just to let you guys know exactly the process of it and what's going on. No 7-minute videos here on my channel, guys. You can see the real deal. I have nothing to hide. I don't have to say this or show you a 6-minute video of a build that I cannot prove that really works at all phases of a legendary mission. Maybe the first room, but yeah, I'm not showing you that it works at every phase of the mission. So many content creators doing that. I cannot follow suit with that. So that's what you call false advertisement, guys. Sadly, a lot of people use those builds and they wonder why they can't get success sometimes. And I'm like, that build's obviously not designed to go the full length of the mission. It's designed to be used in certain scenarios, but you know, it can kind of leave you out to hang dry when you have no other option on you than using that build, and it doesn't work in another room. So I don't know. We should just let people know that more or less, and just say, hey, it could work up to these rooms, and once this happens, maybe you might want to switch to this one. Maybe they can show another build, a sniper one that will work with long quarters, you know? Something like that, because like a shotgun build is not going to serve you well through an entire like mission like that all the time, depending on the team you're playing with, especially playing with randoms. Or just a single sniper build or whatever. You have to know like when to use that stuff. What about when you're close quartered and you have the sniper build and you cannot get enough shots off? You might have great aim, but you can't get enough shots off to be able to deal with these guys close quarter now. What did they tell you on how to beat that? That's what I'm saying. So it's like you gotta pick your. Somebody said pick your spots. You gotta pick your content creators. You gotta pick your knowledge and where you're getting it from. Pick and choose, guys. It definitely shapes the type of agent you come out to be, which ultimately, at the end of the day, shapes the success you get and receive on these missions, guys. Only as good as your team, but at the same time, you're only as good as your teacher overall. I mean, ultimately, guys, this is how it goes. If you're willing for somebody to teach you something or show you something, that means that you trust them and you want to more or less run from them. You feel like they know what the heck they're talking about, more or less. So, and the more you listen to them, the more you go with them, the more you start moving like them, and you start seeing stuff from the same angles they're seeing it from. And if they're getting success, obviously the success is going to follow with you as well. So it's just one of those things. Crucial aspect, obviously. So you see us pushing up a little closer here now, guys. You see us pushing up a little closer here now. And with this, you're seeing bombardment. So what I was like is, okay. I was like, we went a little close. I was like, let's kind of back it up here, guys. I was telling you, let's back it up here. We went a little close, a little fast. I think I kind of jumped the gun myself on that a little bit. I was like, let's back this up a little bit. Let's keep our composure. Let's remain patient, distance focused. And let's keep, let's stay structured and maintain focus. That's what I was telling them. Let's just take these guys out from a distance, watch for where they're at. They're trying to come, and I believe that there was a Chunga coming, so I was just telling them, watch it. This guy's going to come. We got to light him up and get him out of there as fast as we can get him out. Once he comes around that corner, trying to fight these guys in the distance, but we're seeing him come around the corner there. We're still taking these guys out and trying to at least make it a little more hectic for them. And so I turn my attention over here to this Chunga, guys. We got to get him out. I was realizing, I was like, yeah, these guys got to go. Can't have this guy lingering for too long at all. So now he's out. Can respectively get right back to taking all his other minions out over here. And there's medics right there. I was like, nah, we gotta get him out. That guy's definitely gotta get out. So we got him out, along with the bomber. Got them both out. This guy's on a turret up here, guys. Just always want to watch for little things like this, because, yeah, it could be very lethal. So he was up here, guys. So my team, so it's telling my team, let's just take this guy out, let's get it done. But yeah, guys, you guys saw us get through that phase. You just it's just about grit. A lot of these places are just about grit, but also know-how. Like, you gotta know what you're doing and just, keep patience, distance, and focus, guys. Keep with it, no matter what. Can't stress it more than enough. In a legendary mission, you want to keep focused. You want to keep with it, because that is the way to victory, guys. That's how you get victory. Might sound like a broken record at times saying it, but I gotta be honest about it. You want to keep patience, distance, focus. You just want to keep and maintain your focus at all times. And by doing that, you shall see great success in the mission. So far, so good, guys. Hit that like button if you're enjoying this. Highly appreciate everyone and anyone coming to join that's watching this. And to the agents that I ran with, respect to you guys. Excellent run. Always fun, guys. Always fun. Hope that this run showed you guys some stuff, gave you some more insight just on this game and how things are ran and how this type of content, this type of respective content can be done. Under the right circumstances, with the right builds, as long as you guys are all on the same page. And remain patient, distance, focused above all else, guys. Above all else. So you see this part right here, guys. I've had a strategy for here as well. You can kind of pull the enemy like closer in. I could kind of throw my hive from the spot. But I did that with 4 directive Tidal Basin, and I don't think it's needed, obviously, for just original legendary. So I was kind of more or less explaining it to him here, but then at the end of the day, I was like, you know what? I think we're good. I totally don't think we're going to have to need that, guys. I totally do not think that we will have to need it. I was like, the DPS I was seeing and just how these guys have been playing and all that stuff, I was like, you know what? I feel like we can definitely get down there and get this thing done. And, I was thinking about it a lot right here. I was like, should I? And I eventually make my mind up when I go down. I realized that I got to be up there. It most likely would be a lot better for me to be up there than me just being here. Up here and then, drawing them into here. This was more or less just a tactic on, on Legendary 4 Directive to not wipe, like, say something like went haywire, something went wrong. It was just, I'm up here, I could throw this hive down here, I could fight him, we could still win. So that's more or less what it was. Did you see me jump down here? So you see us, guys, continuing. See me jump right down here. And I'm up here with the team. I was like, let me be up here with the team. I think I can establish a good presence on the enemy by getting the first strike, more or less like a primitive strike. So I was like, let me just try and just start from here. See how this goes, Just keep composure and just get it done that way, Do you see it starting here? I was telling new gamers just to watch it on that side because it could shoot you. Not only that, it could send a lot of bombs in there fast, quick, to the point you don't even see them coming. By the time you see them coming, you're already down. You see me kind of just maneuver out the way of that bomb from that bastard robot just there. But yeah, guys, you just always want to be on it. You always just want to be on it. So you know what's going on. This is another part. This is another part of the mission, guys. So in this new room here, guys, at this part right here, this next new spot, it's more or less rinse and repeat as the same mechanics, the same tactics we've been doing this entire time. That's all you want to make sure that you're doing here. It's just the same things you've been doing, the same way we've been keeping patient distance and focus, hitting these guys, watching, picking our spots. You want to do the same thing here. Don't go too far in, as I reiterate so many times. You see me right here, dancing a little with this doggy, Woggy right here. You want to just kind of just, like I said, guys, just keep your composure. Remember what I said earlier in these missions about having focus and not, not going to sleep too much, not sitting here thinking we have the mission in the bag, because at this point, getting all the way here, at this point in the mission, I'd probably say it's about mid-mission, you'd be thinking, oh, okay, we have this in the bag, and which we do. It's just, you gotta just stay focused and maintain it and stay on it, because Anything you do, any little small mistake you make can change everything fast. As you see this chunga kind of coming up out of nowhere, I was telling him he was kind of snuck up. Watch for him. You want to get that guy out of there. We see that medic in the distance, obviously, right there as this chunk is firing on us. We definitely want to make sure we get this guy out of there. So you're seeing us here battle him. You're seeing these drones come in. So you see us getting this chunga here, guys. I was just telling him to kind of back it up because the drones are coming in. You see the robot obviously on the right, just in front of Nude Gamer there. You see him trying to push up, guys. They're really trying to do like a little push here. And you see that stupid little medic drone come back up and it's trying to revive people. So I was telling him right away, we got to get that medic drone out of there. There's a robot on the right. I was telling him, watch that bastard. He's trying to get positioning. You want to be watching them. So I was like, we got to get these guys out. Doing a good job of it thus far, guys. Just keeping composure. So we get this guy out of here. I have a tier 7 skill build, guys, right here. So you know how that goes. It's made for all the nasty work. And we have to get that stuff done, guys, the nitty gritty. And like I said, it's not only your build. It's not only your build. It's you gotta know, you gotta have movement know-how. There's so many superb builds that I think are even better than the one I have right now, even equipped. But I'm saying that doesn't guarantee they're gonna get past a legendary mission. It doesn't guarantee they can do a legendary mission with 4 directives, 3 directives, 2 directives. That doesn't mean anything. It means what it comes down to is which agent is running with that build. Do they know movement? Do they know how to play? Do they know the mechanics? Do they just know the know-how and just how to move? Just have the libido and know how to move. That's all it comes down to as I take that medic out of there. So beautiful to see a medic fall all the time. Because, you know, we're cutting their life support off, guys, when we do that. We don't want these guys being able to heal and revive themselves. Let me tell you, they'll do that all day. Do they have the time? But as you guys are seeing us all respectively sit right here in the pocket. And just before I continue, guys, I just want to say this was a very good team. You guys were solid. You kept with it. It's never an easy thing. It's never an easy thing, these missions, guys. I know you guys see me run this stuff all the time. It's not as easy as you're seeing here. You'll see other agents run it with clanmates and groups. It's not the easiest thing then, but it's still easy. It's a lot easier then. But with randoms, guys, anybody will tell you these missions are anything but easy. You see me looking there, I was kind of looking for the chopper. Because I was telling them one of the crucial things you guys want to remember right here is that there's going to be a chopper that comes just behind us. Just briefly, like a small bit behind us, there's going to be a chopper that comes. And if you're not ready for that, you're not paying attention, they can sandwich you. And guess what, guys? That could be wipe. Or just make things a hell of a lot more hectic than what they need to be. Do you not know that? So it's about the know-how too. Knowing the mission, knowing what to expect coming up. That helps out a lot. Obviously not, I could say I could still get through it sometimes on surprises, which is why, like I said, a new legendary mission, that'd be quite interesting to run. I'd have a lot of fun doing that. But I'm saying, like, it's just, for the most part, knowing the mission and the know-how, it helps out a lot. Like, because you'll know what's coming before it comes. But even that, the whole thing about it, guys, is that even in legendary, you could know what's coming before it comes. As I said many times, you could have the right build. You can know where you're supposed to be standing, and the enemy still shreds you. It doesn't matter. So I'm like, that's just one part of it. But does it make it that tad bit easier? Definitely yes. So that's just some things to consider, guys. Knowing it always helps to know the area, know the layout. But you see us making more progress in the mission. We're getting closer to the end. I think I said this was mid at a certain point. I wouldn't say this is mid-mission. It's towards, like, it's leaning towards the ending. It's starting to touch the end. So it's the last section of mid, if I would want to say, if I wanted to put it into perspective. It's the last, like, portion of what I would call mid-section in the mission, because right after this, we're touching ending portion. Like, ending portion, to the point, like, we're in the area where we're going to be at, more or less, after the next part is the final part. So that's why I say that. Well, you see us keep our composure here, guys, and I got hit with something from the left there. I guess that was a drone. Yeah, see, I'm trying to watch it. Or it could have been a bomb. I didn't quite see coming at a certain distance or whatnot, but hey, that can happen. You see us respectively battling here. But like I said, guys, within these missions, it's grit. That's the thing. It's grit and just perseverance. You have to have that, because you could be doing patience distance focus, as I said, for the first few rooms, but then your perseverance goes down, your focus goes down, and all of a sudden you can't get it done, and you don't want that. So I hope by you guys watching this video, it kind of serves as like, you know, a starting point where you guys to see what exactly it takes mentally to beat these missions. It's not just what you're seeing physically done. It's mentally as well, just keeping your brain in the right spot, your mind in the right spot, and just never being overwhelmed, and just sticking to your plan, guys. 100%, 101% hell to the T. 101% to the T, sticking to what you guys know and not going off of it, not letting these guys bait you out to anything. Just doing what you know you got to do. With that, guys, as long as you keep fighting, as you're seeing here, you're going to see success. But you got to stay with it. Gotta trust the process and stay with it. Once the process has shown you it can work, you just stay consistent with it. While of course being like, you know, you might have to improvise. You could have to do that, obviously, but you just want to stay consistent. You want to make sure, if anything, you stay consistent, because that's the way you consistency, positive consistency is what ensures victory on these missions. Especially managing Tidal Basin, guys. You obviously already know that those are the level A grade legendaries, as I said respectively earlier in this video. So I only say that to say that, guys. I haven't ran Tidal Basin. I was kind of looking at it like, it's Tidal Basin this week. Can't say I really wanted to run it like that, guys, but I was like, it's the weekly legendary, so let's go ahead and do it. Let's get into it. It was actually a lot more interesting than I was thinking. But yeah, guys, as I've been saying, guys, I know I haven't been on this as often. A lot going on in life, guys, but I'm going to continue to bring the heat, as I always say. Continue to bring you guys the heat. I have a lot more planned for you guys, I promise you that. We're just getting started here. We're just getting into it. As soon as we get a lot of these IRL obligations handled, we're good. But as you see right here, guys, the chopper, you see him come down. I told my team there, they came down. They were going to come. Let's go ahead and deal with these guys, finish them up. I threw my nade already for my overcharge, so we're hurting these guys pretty good. And this is what you want to do, guys. You want to just make sure you're on them. That shot from that gun looks interesting up there, the little blue vibrancy. I've never seen it shoot like that before. That's interesting. So guys, you're seeing us just sit back here in the pocket. Obviously we're getting a medic. Obviously we want to get him out of there. You know how that goes, obviously. Hit that like button, guys, if you're enjoying it, though. By the way, we are battling still. We're still battling, as you're seeing this chunga come up. Like I said, guys, I'm showing you this stuff, and I'm not going to show you just a little 5-7 minute video. I'm going to show you what it actually is about, the grit of Legendary, because there's not a lot of real agents today that do this anymore. That do these things anymore on a consistent basis and show you this stuff. So it's like you want to make sure that you're following suit with it, and that you guys can see what I'm doing. I'm just showing I have nothing to hide. You guys see every single room. So you see this bastard, he's kind of pushing up on us a little bit here, and I was like, damn. You caught me there a little bit, guys. I gotta be honest with you. You caught me there a little bit. Key thing is, guys, we all kept distance. And you see how, despite me being hit, you see how my teammates are still alive. You see how we're all still thriving, because we're not in the area where we're too close. I was a little too close there for the build I'm using. So that's why that guy was able to come up, that chunga, and be able to put that damage on me like he did. That was my fault there. Like I said, it's just about keeping preservance, keeping focus. And that's how you do that. And when you're aiming at any enemies trying to come through here, always watch this section area just between the truck and the other area you're seeing right here. The spacing right here, because what they'll do is they'll launch bombs through here at us. They'll launch bombs through here at us, like literally, and it could get pretty hectic. So you see us take them out there, guys. It says reach the next area. Congrats, Cole Walker, Von Silk, and Noob Gamer. We are on to the next spot. Like I said, guys, not much to it. Is it a cakewalk? No, I won't say it's a cakewalk. Can the cake taste sweet? Yes. And what I mean by that, guys, is you follow directions and do what you got to do. You guys all keep patience, distance, focus. It might be challenging, but you'll see that it can more than likely, more so, get done. You guys 100% get it done. So that's one thing I'm not going to bring, guys. I'm not going to bring false hope in my videos. I'm going to tell you guys straight up, hey, this is what you do in order to beat this mission. This is how it's ran. This is how you have to move. I'm not going to, like, I'm not going to tell you it's just going to be easy. Use this build, like some videos I see, and you're just going to run through this. I'm not going to tell you that. I'm going to say using that build is going to give you the best chance at getting through that. Yes, I'm going to be honest. But you're going to have to work. There's going to be grit. No legendary mission. You just run through it, guys. The content creator telling you that it's just clickbait, and that's obviously them running with their Discord agents and clanmates, which is very easy to do, guys. I've done that before. I don't really have clanmates like that, but I ran with people that were close, that knew what they were doing. It's very easy. Sometimes it was boringly easy with certain teams, which is kind of like with modifiers, why I don't play with modifiers. That's why there's no modifiers on. But like I said, kudos to those that it helps, but I'm just saying that in that sense, it's obviously just tougher, obviously, to play with random agents, guys, as opposed to your close friends, key Discord agents and all that stuff, guys. These guys know the missions, especially how long these missions have been out. Everybody should, and their grandma, a lot of people that played this game a lot know like the positioning of the enemies and all that stuff, so that makes it a lot easier. What I do find a lot, guys, is that a lot of these people that do this stuff with clanmates and teammates cannot do it in randoms, or struggle highly doing it in randoms. It takes a different type of skill to do it in random teams, guys. And it's just improvisational, and I think by doing it with random teams, it really shows your true skill and allows you to actually get realistically better at the game, because the thing is, every team I run with, guys, all these exotic gifts for random agents, this is part 60, I can go through every one of my videos of these, and every single team is different. There's some teams where the shade's a lot lower. Like, I think on one of my last legendary Tidal Basin videos, I had an agent that was 111 shade, I think. 112, something like that. So it's like, it depends on the team I'm running with a lot of times, and sometimes that'll be why, like I said, I mentioned this in some of my past recent videos, the length of how long it takes to get some of these missions done, and some people sometimes look at the length. I mean, we're an hour 40 in right now, hour 41 minutes in, but respectively, some people look at that and be like, oh, that's a little long, a little bit. Well, considering I'm running with random agents, some people that might be wet behind the ears probably never beat this mission before ever. Probably got to certain points, they probably never did beat it fully. And be playing with people like that as opposed to key Discord agents and friends that all complement each other's builds. You all know the playstyle, you all know the game front and back end. That's a complete difference, guys. So that's why I say this. This is why I do this. This is for you guys. This channel is for the people that don't have all the friends to run this with. They don't have all the key clanmates, Discord agents, and even if you happen to be in a clan or Discord, they might not even run this content at this level. So I'm saying this is for you guys that are in those situations where it's like you're thinking there's no way in hell you'll ever get a legendary win. You let alone find anybody to run it with. You know, like that you're thinking it's impossible. I'm showing you right now here, it's not impossible. And hell, if you guys play on PC or whatnot, if I even ran with you, you'd see. Like if you ran in my team, on my group, that you could get it done. This stuff can be done. And you asked me, you could ask the other agents. I said ask me. You could ask the other agents if I know them, or if this, I'm bamboozling you guys or whatever, and they'll let you know they don't know me from Adam. It's the first time they ever ran with me in a legendary mission. They didn't know who the hell I was. They just took my word for it. I seemed solid, and they took a chance. And everybody that does that, most likely, a lot of them will subscribe. A lot of them will become like a believer now, because they're like, I ran with him. I did this with him, and I know that this guy's not just BSing or pulling smoke out of the hat. Like, he's not doing that. Like, he's telling me, he's showing me, not just telling me, he's showing me that it can be done. I actually ran with him. I've never beat this mission before, or I beat very few legendary missions before, but let alone would I ever think I could do Tidal Basin legendary. I've had agents tell me that. And as soon as they see me do that, it's like their confidence level goes from like 0. I'm not saying it was at 0, but I'm just doing it for reference. It goes from like 0 to like 1,000,000. They're like, you know what? I'm a lot better than I thought I was. And I'm like, yeah, agents, you actually are. You're better than what you're thinking you are. You just have to get the things down and you'll be good. So that gives them more confidence. When they join a team where there's the toxic agent, they'll be like, I was in a group. Dude, I was in a group that beat this mission already. I already beat this mission before, so I know what I'm telling you. I know what I'm talking about. So it's like, you just get that confidence level. What that's going to do, it's going to lead to other wins, guys. It's going to lead to you guys playing other missions. Hell, doing some raid content. Maybe some of you guys might have been afraid of some of that stuff. You're going to start going into those things knowing you can do it, because you'll tell them, I beat Legendary Tidal Basin. I mean, not a lot of people that do raids have done this mission or do this mission like this, guys. A few of them probably do, but like I said, raids are nowhere near as hard as legendary missions. Raids are just mechanic based. So you have everybody on a raid that knows mechanics. They know each room what to do. That's all it comes down to. The enemies don't even hit like legendary. It's not even as hard. So like I said, I'll just give you guys confidence in many areas, and I hope a lot of the agents I ran with it's done that. Hope that's happened. And like I said, even if this is one of the only legendary missions you've beaten since you ran with me, I mean, it just is what it is. I won't knock anybody or nothing. It's just that's that experience of learning, guys, because not everybody, it's not a difficulty everybody can just run through. I get it. So I'm glad to be able to offer that experience level, even for some of you guys that it's like, damn, you know, you appreciate, I have some agents tell me straight up, I appreciate you helping me, take me through this, but he's like, legendary sure as hell ain't for him. He's not going to do it on a regular basis. And I'm like, hey, I kind of chuckle a little bit. I'm like, hey, to each their own, man. I'm just saying, I'm just trying to show you it can be done. But he's like, exactly, you showed me it could be done. So he knows I'm the real deal, though, and it can be done, but it's just not for them. So it is what it is, guys. I'm just trying to show you guys it's real, because I know there's a lot of content creators out there showing you stuff, and it's not real stuff. They'll show you things, and it's like they're not showing you any proof of it. They're just saying this build can do this and that, and they're not showing themselves run with it. Oh, man, guys, we're the real deal. That's all I know how to be is the real deal. And sadly, when you're that, a lot of people don't mess with you like that, because it's like they don't really want the smoke like that, because they know everything you're saying. I could come out with another video today, if I wanted, showing you a run of legendary, anything you wanted to see, and they know that I could do it and it would happen. So when you're like that, of course people aren't going to want to deal with you like that. They're going to be like, all right, I give it to them, they do what they do, they're good, okay. But it's cool, guys. I always appreciate and love shout-outs, though. I shout people out all the time. Like I said before in the past, I've shouted out Identity. You guys might have seen Identity US that does Division 2 videos. That guy is a real agent. That's why I say his name. Anybody that I say the name, I've worked with them. I've worked with them before in the past, and it's like, it's cool. Like, it's like, not like in a sense of work for them, but I just mean I've ran on team where he was on before, but we had some fun and stuff and whatnot. So, like I said, I know who's who. It's not just because I ran with him, it's just I just know how he is. He's unorthodox. I'm unorthodox too, guys. I love stepping outside the box, doing my own things. That's why a lot of you guys, sometimes you might clown me. You might be like, his build is trash, blah, 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 blah. You fight so defensive, blah, blah, blah. They'll say whatever, because I know my plays are unorthodox. But one thing, guys, you tell me this. Do I not get W's? And I don't mean with the IPE, I mean with the IN. Do I not get a lot of W's? You guys not see me doing this stuff day in, day out? Incursions, legendary 4 directive missions, and you're seeing wins. I'm not hiding anything from you. You're seeing the whole thing. So it's like, I don't know how more specific I could be. It's just that's how I run it, unorthodox like, and I think that's why I gravitate towards his style of play, because it's very, very, very similar to mine. I obviously think I'm going to go ahead and say it's the best style of play in the game, in my honest opinion. Like, just being unorthodox and using all sorts of different builds that work together. I'm not saying just having a straight DPS red build is worst, but I feel like there's just better alternative options out there as far as dealing with content like this, guys. Because it's not always kill first or be killed. That's not always how it goes. I've seen a lot of agents with like some very powerful DPS builds, and they melt enemies. But the thing is, their positioning is bad. They get in the wrong spots, they get bombed, and then they get killed. And they don't understand why they don't have high success rates. Like, their success rate isn't equaling their build potential. Their build potential is crazy. Like, I've had like agents I ran with that would, like, right now, like, you see this bomber, they'd like melt them. Like, by now they would have already killed them. Like, their DPS is just as crazy. And I'm like, damn, okay, that's cool. But one thing they say about me, they're like, I just know the know-hows. Like, I have strong enough builds, but they tell me, they're like, you know the know-how, like, you know how to run. That's what makes me so special. Like, I know how to run. That's what they said. And by doing that, it factors in. But guys, do I love to have DPS builds? Yes, I have DPS builds that would have melted. If I had my capacitor, I would have taken out a lot of these guys a lot earlier than you're seeing now. But I think the Liberty build right here, guys, the Bulwark Chill is a silent killer. I'm hitting these guys with 400k per like shot, 700k sometimes, depending on if I get a good shot, 600k. You go ahead and look at it. C5, 947 there. That's nearly a million from that one shot. So this is a silent, slow killer. That's what this build is. That's why it's so lethal. It's a silent, slow killer. I wouldn't say slow, but it's like a silent, lethal. I say slow just in the way I shoot. It's a slow killer, and it does a lot. And pair it with the drone and my shield and the Liberty. Oh man, perks it gets, excellent. Can't be beat in my opinion. You just got to be like a little relaxed on the trigger. If you're like somebody that likes going high level octane DPS build, this might not be the build for you guys. But like I said, I had some trouble with builds like this too. Like a shield build, it wasn't always my thing. When I first started this game, it was strictly just the Pestilence mostly, AR guns and stuff. And I didn't really ever want to sit here behind a shield. I felt kind of too stationary, like I couldn't do what I wanted. But once you start getting up in difficulty in certain areas, you start realizing, yeah, these builds are A1 for like certain spots. And as long as you know how to move and how to run it, it could be a lot more positive than detrimental. And you learn a lot more. Just by moving slower on the battlefield sometimes like this, you see things more, you see things clearer. You see things you wouldn't have seen when you're just running and gunning or trying to get a lot of like bursting. Ouroboros, if anybody can say. But yeah, it's like you see a little more. So I think every build it offers that. And even with the Ouroboros, sometimes charging in, you see things sometimes from a different perspective. You're like, okay, I see this, but I could definitely melt these guys. Let's go ahead and push on the gas a little bit. You know, it just depends on the build I'm using, guys. If I'm not using the build to do that, you got to know your lane, obviously. Or rather, stay in your lane, is what I would say, guys. Because there's a thing that healers, for any build, respectively. As you see us taking this chunk out here, guys, you want to keep patience, distance, focus, as I'm saying. I know I haven't kind of been covering it like that, but as I was touching on before, guys, with any build, really, you just want to make sure that you're doing within your means. You're not supposed to be a healer, but be in front of everybody all the time. You know, it really doesn't make sense. I played a few agents like that, and you can have a healer build that does hit hard, don't get me wrong, but it's not even about you being able to hit hard. It's just, you're the healer. You're supposed to be overseeing and looking at what everybody's doing and doing the best to put the heals in the right spot. And if you're in front of everybody, you're not going to know where everything's at. That's not you being a good healer or being patient enough to be a good healer. That's what I'm saying. So it's like you just gotta, what I mean by that, you just gotta know your lane. Not saying you can't hit, because there's some people that have some crazy healer builds. They're healer, but they're sitting there having the highest DPS on the team. I'm like, damn. I shudder to think what your DPS build is if you've made a build like that as a healer. So it's like, it just is what it is. It's excellent agents, guys. A lot of excellent agents that have excellent builds, but you want to just play within your means. That's what I'm saying. You don't want to go above your means, be a tank build, yet you're way far away from your teammates. You're not even near your teammates to stop any fire from hitting them. You're protecting yourself, but you're like, it's like me being all the way over there in the corner. Like, what help would I be giving them over here if I was doing that? That's what I'm saying. So it's like you just have to know what you're doing and just know your role, how to play your role. Like, don't be doing stuff where it's like, it's just making it that much harder for your team, or you're not even close to your team. You're just doing your own thing, and it's a mission of this caliber. It's like, no, you guys gonna all be on the same page. Now, if you have a build and you can walk out there and all this bullet fest frenzy stuff, then by all means, guys, I've had some agents have some builds that actually could do that, and they're out there having a little fun. They come back now and then, but then they would go back out because they had such a great build. So that can be the case, guys, but like I said, you want, even doing that, you want to still pick and choose your spots, because the agents that did do that, I would see them run after the medic. I'd see them go after people that we knew crucially we needed to get, and they make that their focus. So I'm like, don't just run out there just to run out there for whatever. It's like, if you're not getting who we're pinpointing, or you're just doing whatever, you're just doing it for yourself, you're not really caring about what the team's needs are. And it's like, at that point, are we even a structured unit? Are we friends, guys? Are we even a team? It's like, you know, I don't want that. But for the most part, we don't run into that, guys. If we have a team like that, we're all on the same page. Everybody knows what they're doing, guys. So it's not so much me telling you how to run. It's just, you guys see what I mean. Like, I'm just trying to say we got to keep the same objective at hand in mind. You know, it's not supposed to be somebody saying, oh, let's shoot this bomber. Okay, somebody saying, let's shoot this chunga. Let's shoot this medic. No, we got to all be on the same page. First, the chunga, guys. Chunga's a big main threat. After that, let's get that medic if we're able. Watch for the bomber. Maybe we can take him out too. You see what I mean? Like, we all got to be on the same page. We can't just, two people are shooting this guy and one person shooting this guy. You know, like, that's not, for the most part, I'm not saying we all shoot the same person, but you guys know what I mean. The main objective, we have to all have the main objective at hand. That's all I'm saying. Like, there's not supposed to be, I asked his teammate what's the main objective. He's saying it's the sniper. This guy's saying it's the bomber. This guy's saying it's the chunga. I'm like, that's not how it's supposed to be. We all know, playing on my team, guys, it's like we all know the main objective is the chunga. However, this sniper is in the corner up here. We got to handle him. Somebody can shoot him. Get this guy a little bit, shoot him a little bit, get him, rack his feathers a little bit. We're good. But remember, guys, the chunga is the main guy. We got to get him out, and we'll see majority of people shooting the chunga. So that's what I mean. We gotta all know what's what, and then vice versa, whatever it is, guys. If it's the medic, it's the same thing with the medic. Everybody's majority, they're shooting other people, but majority of the fire, majority of the heavy hitting is going to the medic, because we got to get him out. That's all I'm saying. So by us doing that, guys, excellent. And an excellent team here, guys. Once again, any of you agents come across this video, excellent video, guys. Excellent video. I cannot stress it enough. Whenever they're this long, guys, that's why I love doing it as a premiere video because it's always fun. I could come out with it, but honestly, guys, if I came out like with a 2-hour video or near enough that, a lot of you guys wouldn't have the time to watch it unless you really wanted to watch it and enjoyed it. So it just is what it is, guys. I could have cut some of the parts out, and I think I'll do that at a certain point just to kind of cut it down a little bit. But yeah, this is it, guys. This is a real legendary run. It's a real legendary run. No cutting out, no sugar coating or nothing. This is just how it goes. And especially with it being Tidal Basin, guys, with random agents. Some of these guys that probably never got through this mission. I don't know, guys. If you did, you did. But I'm just gonna go ahead and assume some of you guys probably did not like beat this mission before, actually defeat legendary Tidal Basin. Some of you guys probably did. Maybe all of you did. But I'm just gonna go ahead and say, based off experience, what I'm seeing and all that stuff, and how we ran this. A lot of you guys might be new to this mission, and there's nothing wrong with that. I'm just saying that as in that's the norm. That's 97% of the player base I bring through this stuff. Like 97. I only say 97 because there's that 3% or 2% that have done it, that have tasted victory here before, and they're just trying to get a little better. Maybe they're still trying to touch themselves up. But for the most part, guys, that's not the case all the time. I can tell you, in a mission of this caliber, that is not the case. So kudos to you guys. Congrats to the ones that did. If you didn't, congrats still, because at this point now you did. So it really doesn't matter in that sense. So you guys are seeing us right here at this spot. I was telling them more or less what we're going to do right here is we got to watch for that chopper. I was telling them I was going to let you guys know. I was like, I'm going to let you guys know when this chopper comes here, you guys don't have to worry about it. And then we're going to run all the way back down there. I was showing them, if we're able to. Just so we don't get sandwiched by the new unit and the chunga that's going to come out of the chopper. This could be another key, crucial area, guys. Hit that like button if you're enjoying the video. Highly appreciate it if you haven't already. But yeah, this could be a key, crucial spot where it's like a wipe could happen. That's what I was telling them right here. So usually I skip out on some of this stuff in my videos, but right here I'm kind of just showing you everything here. Well, they kind of needed a bathroom break there a little bit, so we're going to go ahead and skip this part, guys, just so we can get through. One sec. Alrighty then, guys, back again. So we kind of skipped that part real fast, guys. A little detour there. But here we are back on it. Here we are back on it after that little quick break. And that is crucial, guys, by the way. If you need a break, I mean, this shit can be long. 2 hours, I mean, nobody can sometimes just sit there straight through a 2-hour session. You could have eaten something. Yeah, you never know. You might have to go to the restroom. You might have to check on something real fast. Don't be afraid to let your team know. You got to check something real fast or get something done. You know, considering how long it is, you want to be gone too long, guys. You don't want, like, obviously the chemistry to be cut. For people to start relaxing too much, because that could lead to a wipe too. You could go away from the game for a bit, and then you come back and you're not really back up to par at the level you were to really know the mission like that. You have a little lag. You have a little jet lag, you know, and it's like if you have that, that could be tough at some parts, really hard, considering we're getting to the ending of the mission. As you're seeing, closer to the end we get, the harder it gets. So that's not the time you want to start relaxing and taking your foot off the gas pedal. You want to keep your foot on the gas, guys. You want to keep going at these guys strong while staying aware and everything. So we weren't gone too long, guys. So, but like I said, just let you know, there might be some times where things come up. It's not a bad thing. It's not a bad agent if that happens. It's just, hey, that's life. There's things going on, obviously. Nobody can sit there for like 2 hours straight on a video game just running it, and there's no distractions. I'm blessed in situations to be able to do that a lot at times, but I know that that's not the norm. Sometimes me, myself, I can't even do that. So it's like, it just depends. So nonetheless, guys, you see us working this room. You see us respectively working this room right here. We're getting it done. And we're taking it a step at a time. So the thing here is, guys, is that chopper from behind is going to show up. And you see me keep running here like a squirrel. I keep running back and forth. I'm trying to kind of see when that thing's coming, because I want to make sure my teammates know. So my thing right here, guys, I'm taking everybody out here. I'm battling with them, giving them support here, but at the same time, I'm listening out my headphones and I'm watching for this chopper because I really want to get this down, guys. This could be a wipe with randoms, easy. Like if you're not paying attention, like it definitely could be. This is the game's part of getting people. And I feel very bad for agents that went down at this part because you got so much done and you're like more or less towards the ending of the mission. So if you fail here, it's like, damn, that's very, very tough. You just wouldn't want that to happen, guys. But hey, I show it all to you guys so you guys don't have to experience that stuff. Sadly, I've experienced stuff like that in the past, and it's just, you know, that's how you're seeing me do everything as I do it now. It's not always just mission know-how, guys, but it's just knowing how to do it. You run it all the time. You get the mail every day, guys. Going to the mailbox feels like breathing. You know how it goes. 1 plus 1 is 2. Although some people may think it's 11. 1 plus 1 is 11. So you got to make sure you're one of the agents that knows 1 plus 1 is 2, and that's how you move. As long as you do that, you'll see success all the time. So you see me, I just keep going back there, checking, battling. I'll let my teammates know, just keep fighting them. I'll let you know right away as soon as that chopper comes. And that's my cue, guys. I got to be on top of this. That's why I was watching it. I was like, I got to be on top of this. I got to let them know because I can't mess it up like that. So you see me checking there. It's one thing I do when I run with randoms, guys. Because it's like, you got to know. We're taking this medic out. I was like, we definitely want to get him out. Want to take him out, get him out of there. This other guy went down, and I think I'm going to go back and check again. And it's still not there, guys. So we're going back and forth. Like I said, you want to do this, though. You see me do it, and you think it's whatever, but I'm like, trust me, like, this could be the difference between a win and a wipe, like, literally right now. And I know any second, boom. So I said the chopper came. It came down right now, guys. So I'm telling them, hey, chopper's here. I'm going back. So even if they didn't make it back, guys, and I'm all the way back here, I have a good chance. So it's like I was telling them, they were fast on their feet. Excellent agents, guys. Cole Walker, Von Silk, Noob Gamer, you guys were on top of it, man. I can't say enough. These are the type of agents, guys, that you're seeing here that you want to be playing with to beat this type of content. Because I know I can run with these guys and do Legendary Manning Zoo as well. Might be a tad a little longer, but like I said, it would be the same thing. Because it's like, as long as they follow directions and they know what they're doing and they're paying close attention to what I'm saying, and everybody's on par, everybody's ready to go, I guarantee you, you're going to see success. Like, there's going to be no other way it's going to happen, guys. Especially running with my team. Even if you're not running with my team, you run with agents like this, you're going to see success. That's who you want to run with. People that actually follow direction. We're all on the same page. I'm not just saying them. I follow direction too. So I'm doing like things within the team, guys. Only as good as your team is. So it's like, you gotta take that down. And these guys did an excellent, superb job with that, guys, for this exotic gifts for randoms number 60 run. I gotta say, I gotta totally be honest. I gotta say. So I was telling them, all we gotta do is clean it up now. Clean up in here. Watch for those chungas, because there was a chunga there that we killed. But I believe there's like 2 other ones in here, like another one that does come forth at another point. So I was just letting them be all aware, knowing about that, so they all know. So you see the chunga on the right there. Just got kind of glimpse of him. He's trying to rush up, and I was telling him just watch him. So I'm shooting here. I think he kind of ran up on the side. So the other 2 teammates are lighting up, so that's cool. Cole Walker and Von Silk are lighting up on the right side end, so that's cool, guys. I see that we have it all in the bag. I have a nice build here. Okay, so he tries to kind of walk over to us here. And you see how he kind of like hung on the door there? Like, not on the door, but he kind of hugged the wall because he didn't want us to see him coming up. So that's one of those little stupid little slide tactics. It is what it is. We got him out. We want to make sure you have DPS for that, obviously. Just be watching. And lo and behold, voila, whoop-de-da, superstar, guys. We are at the end of yet another exotic gifts for randoms, guys. Hit that like button if you're enjoying what you're seeing, guys, because I can promise you we got more fire coming, and this stuff is not as easy as you're thinking. For those of you guys that tried, you already know what it is. But life's a game, guys. Division 2 God, you're going to see what you're going to see here. We're going to have fun. So congrats to all you guys, all the agents here. We made it to the final area of Tidal Basin Legendary. How shall this go, though? This last room was always grit-like, guys. Always grit-like. I told them this room was tough for us. It was, in a sense, as far as doing it. Not going to lie about it, but it's like I said, it's just one step at a time, guys. That's the whole thing. Once you get to the ending of a legendary mission, it's like you already did the thing. You have your checkpoint. You showed that you could do the grit. Now all we got to do is just close it out. And so I was telling them, we just got to close it out in here. It's going to be a little more hectic, I told them. It's going to be more harder than what we've been facing throughout the mission. This is the hardest room in the entire mission. That's what I was telling them. So I'm like, everything that we've done up until this point, it's going to show out in this room. And more so. And we're going to have to step it up even more so. So I just give everybody just the nitty gritty. The main thing, guys, no sugarcoating, no hiding it. Just let them know, hey, we got it all down. But I was like, you know what? I told them, I was like, we got it all down 100%. We're good to go. Let's finish this up, guys. Let's beat it. And everybody was more than willing to go. They're in game. They're ready to go. Confidence is up. We've gotten past every room, guys. No wipe. That's honestly what's required in Legendary, and it just is what it is. Alright, so you see us going here. I was contemplating if I was going to skip that, but I was like, let me just leave it. We're already at the 2-hour, 5-minute mark, guys. You got to hit that like if you haven't already. If you're enjoying this and you got this far, I know you're enjoying the content, guys. You got to be. It's an excellent mission, excellent run. But let's go ahead and keep it going here, yeah? Let's keep it going. Alrighty then, guys. So we're in the final room here. Legendary Tidal Basin. It took us about 2 tries to like 3 to get this one down, guys. I'll be honest, because like I said, this room is grit. So it's not the easiest thing. And I'm going to be just straight up honest and tell you it's not the easiest run, obviously. But congrats to all our teammates getting here, guys. And there's more than one way to reach the goal, guys. It's about all being on the same page. It's kind of hard to practice patience, distance, focus, considering how close-knit, close-quartered this area is. So that's one thing that we have to do. As you see me there, get lit up by that beam. Kind of went the wrong way. It's a little funny. I went the wrong way coming off. I was thinking I was going to run all the way around, but that thing got me pretty good there. So it is what it is, guys. That could happen. But like I said, you just want to we want to keep our composure. We want to keep our composure. Just get the stuff done that we know we got to get done and not worry about the guns too much, guys, because within this part specifically, we can literally take all the ads out before even having to get the guns. This area is not timed. So when it says to take the turrets out or to deactivate them, you have all the time in the world, guys. You can literally take the enemies out respectively, then go after the guns. And that's what I was telling my team that we have to do. So you're seeing me here. I got zapped coming in to start off, but telling my team just to fight. It'll be cool. We just got to keep our composure and we'll be fine, as I said. But like I said, guys, at this one area, at this specific room, in this specific room, thank God that there's no timer on the deactivation of the guns. I'm not sure if there used to be, but like I said, if there was, I could see why they take them off, because that could be pretty hectic if you don't have a team that's like, you know, able to go out there like that just fully. So there's always those things, guys, but like I said, as long as we keep our composure, keep patience and focus, we'll be good. You see us taking these guys out, or doing our best to take them out, as they're bombarding the hell out of us, guys. Like, I mean, just hella bombarding us with bombs and stuff. And I was telling my team, you just want to be able to pinpoint them, find them, make that decision to more or less get them out of there, and just stay focused, guys. The last part of legendary missions always comes down to grit. Always totally comes down to grit. And just your know-how, guys. Sometimes it's not just your build and know-how. Sometimes it's just your determination to win the mission. Considering everything these guys went through, all we've been through, I could not see how nobody would be excited to be able to defeat this mission just solely off of beating it. Yeah. So it's like, you want to keep that in mind, guys. You want to keep that in mind. As this dog is pushing us from behind, he's trying to come in on me, more or less. I want to get this bastard out. I want my back turned there too long. And the faster you get those dogs out of there, guys, they can't heal themselves. These are one enemy in the game that cannot heal themselves. So, or cannot be healed by anybody either. So, you just want to take them out whenever you see them if you're able to. You see, all these guys are shooting the robot dog. Those two legendary AI enemies. They all just swarm after a while, guys, because they're trying to get the upper hand on us. But yeah, this room could be pretty tough, guys. I'm not gonna lie about it. This room can be pretty tough. This is the one you gotta hack away. It's not gonna just timber fast. You gotta hack away at the redwood tree, guys. You gotta, because that's the only way you're gonna get the victory. And it can seem a little daunting sometimes, like if you don't know what you're doing, or you fail a number of times, you can think you can't do it. But you gotta stick with the process. You gotta trust it. You gotta stay with it. If it got you all the way here, there's no way in hell that it won't get you, or that it cannot get you to your next step, respectively, that you're looking for. So there is that. You see us working just in and out right here, guys, in and out in the pocket. I'll just remain patient here and there. I'm going to go ahead and let you guys listen into it right now. Go ahead and let you guys listen all the way into it right now, guys, just some of the gameplay. And yeah, I'm going to get right back to this in like a second. I want you guys just to take down a little bit of, you know, what I'm going through and just exactly how it is, what's going on. So GG's for a quick set, guys. Take care. And just observe notes. Can't read them quite yet, but I'm just saying observe, take notes, so that you too can also reap these same successful benefits and rewards, guys. That's my plan. That's my ultimate plan at the end of the day. That's my ultimate goal. So what more can I say, guys? 1 second. GG's taking the video. And I'll see you back out again, guys, at the ending of the video. It shouldn't be that long. But I'll leave you guys for just a quick break, guys. Just a quick break. 1 second. So you guys see how it's getting hectic, more so. See me just about take that enemy out there. But like I said, guys, by sticking inside this room here on the right, as you guys are seeing me work there, it helps out. Helps like protect us from like a lot of fire, different things. Although they can still send drones in and different stuff. Can be a little hard. It does work. It does work, and it did work for what we needed it to work for. So there's that, guys. You always just want to, anyhow you're doing anything, you just want to be sure that, you know, you're in the loop of what works and what doesn't work. And what gives your team the best chance of actually having success. Because believe me, if you do not choose the right thing or you're just not on it like that, you're not going to get that type of success. So it really just does come down to all that stuff. So they see us here working, guys.
Immediate medical assistance needed.
Gotta keep composure, guys. We gotta keep composure. That's the only way to beat this mission, guys. I mean, I said all there is to say leading up to this point, respectively. You guys just know what it is. But you gotta keep composure, guys. This is going to be one of those parts that's not the easiest. This bastard medic, we gotta get him out. Honestly see at times why some agents could pull their hair out over this stuff, because it can be a little hard, guys. I'm not gonna lie about it. It can be, but we just have to keep everybody that we're looking at in our sights top priority first, medic, and then, you know, drone, bomber, depending on if there's a chunga. You guys obviously know how that goes, so we just want to keep our composure here, guys. You hear me keep saying it, but I say it only because it's true, it's real, it makes sense. People run these missions like I'm telling them to do with randoms, they'll definitely start seeing success or start seeing a lot higher percentage chances at success as they slowly chop that tree away, guys. It's not something that's going to come overnight, obviously. It's going to take time to do a lot of the things, so it just is what it is, guys. You see us working here. We're just sticking back in the pocket, guys. Hope you're enjoying it. We're nearly done. Exotic gifts for legendary. Exotic gifts for random agents. Legendary Tidal Basin, guys. Part 60 of these runs, and it's been pretty neat, guys. It's been pretty good. Can't say I don't feel like I've been playing it for the last 2 years, even though I came back a few months ago. But like I said, guys, it's pretty good thus far. I'm just excited to see, or I kind of want to see what else the devs have planned for this game. Game has a ton of potential for sure. But focusing back on the mission, guys, you see me taking the bomber out. We're taking a lot of these guys out from like a distance, you know? So I'm just giving you guys some time just to be able to watch me and see me like work within it, guys. I'm not gonna just be running my mouth the entire time. Sometimes it's like, you guys gotta be able to see this 2-hour plus mission. So it's like, I want you guys to be able to see how I'm working sometimes, and be able to just get like, you know, a nitty gritty, realistic look at what it is. As I explain it, guys, I'll point things out, but it is what it is, guys. You're seeing us take these guys out, take out the surrounding enemies. And as I said, guys, deactivate the turrets. It's not timed, so 1 of 3. We have all the time in the world, guys. Can we kill them to get those out of there without being recklessly hit by any of the guns or the turret lasers? So there's that. You see that medic go to the left. We're still trying to figure that out, guys. This bastard kind of just came in front of me. We have the drones there. I was telling my team, just keep watching it, guys. Keep watching it, because these guys can come up to us at any moment, any second, start pushing the issue. So it's like we want to just make sure we maintain that. We keep this enemy at bay. Keep them at our feet, and we just keep doing what we know we got to do. As you're seeing here now, respectively. So here's what it is. One explosion there, so it just about gets my shield. And you see these guys launching a few bombs in here. You just want to keep back. That's one thing my shield, I guess, on this build doesn't defend against is heavy bomb threats. But if it's not that, I'm A-OK good to go, which is why I have a shelter area here, guys. Make sure you have somewhere where you could, you know, get cover. You're seeing these guys are not letting up, guys. They're not letting up. They're trying to battle us from there. They keep shooting. There's another chunga up there. It's like this part can feel like a little like antsy, roachy too, in the sense of they just keep coming. There's like no end to them. But the thing is, what you gotta do, you gotta just keep your composure. There is an end to them. There for surely is an end to these guys, but you gotta just stay with it though. That's more or less more so what it comes down to though, guys. I'll be honest about it. So you're seeing us work here. You're seeing us work here, guys. It's about just having to work. This spot I usually don't do it in. I'm not even gonna totally lie about it. Usually I don't, but like I said, guys, it just depends on the team. Feeling, and I just felt like this spot would be pretty good considering it gives us all this cover. As long as we can watch for bombs being shot in, we can keep the chunga off. I'm getting close. I feel like a lot of this stuff, I was looking at it, I was like, I feel this would be a little easier for us to tackle it from this angle. Now I get this bastard medic out, as you're seeing here. I just saw him just revive that person there. I always say that we want to make sure we get him out. We don't ever want him to be staying in. Okay, so it's just rinse and repeat, guys. It's just literally rinse and repeat. At this point in time, it's literally just rinse and repeat. That's all we would have to do in order to secure this win. And I was telling these guys, it's more just about grit in this room, guys. This is legendary grit. That's what this room can require. There's been a lot of enemies, and we just got to take them out and just keep rinsing and repeating and getting it right. As long as we can do that, guys, we'll be A-OK. You're seeing us take all of these guys out. And look, it just seems like it just never end, guys. They keep showing up. So I get that chunk out, guys, you're seeing. We're about to, that heavy. We get him out, and you see me just battling these guys right here in this corner section spot because they're all over the place, guys. But my shield is more than ready, more than capable to handle. So you see we're 2 hours, 18 minutes in, guys. Just about touching the 2 hour, 20-minute mark. Hit that like button if you haven't already. If you're feeling generous, hit that subscription button, guys. I'm showing you guys fully exactly how you can get through these missions, how this can be done with random agents, guys. You're not going to see another content creator really up on here doing this like this, with just randoms consistently like this, getting them through, showing you guys how to do it, not sugarcoating it or anything like that. There's not really that many real agents like that these days left, but you're few and far in between, guys. So if you are enjoying this content and loving it, you want to continue seeing stuff like this, hit that like button. Always fun, guys, always fun. Totally up to you if you want to hit the sub button. I highly appreciate that, but I know I obviously cannot force anybody to do that. Nor can I with the like button or anything, guys. It's just showing the video support, that you support the work and that you support the game and everything. And it makes the game better. It catapults the game. It catapults my channel. Kill two birds with one stone, you know? Or like I said, you can't get any better than that. So I was wondering at this part if that Chunga back there was killed by teammates again. I'm assuming he did. Trust me. So you're seeing the fight just happen from inside this back room, guys. It's just... we keep battling these guys, we keep hitting them. It's just rinse and repeat right here, guys. That's all this is. It's be a lot of enemies, a lot of different like types of enemies, guys. But all you gotta do is rinse and repeat it and keep yourself like within line. And the mission is coming towards an end, guys, but we are still keeping these guys at bay. Notice we haven't got another 2 guns, guys. We're trying to just get this done so that we can go ahead and maneuver over to those. I just thought it would be a little better just to focus on the enemy, the AI enemy, get them out of there, because even if we got the guns out, we still have to get the enemies out in order to finish the mission. Does the mission finish faster, depending on if you got all the guns? I don't know. Couldn't quite say that, guys, but what I could say is that we get the W, and we get the win. However means necessary, however ways we have to do it. Okay, so we're all just, you know, confined to inside here battling, and I'm pretty sure that's coming from a Chunga there. Okay, so this guy's like right in front of us, guys. As you're seeing us respectively here work.
Serious trauma detected.
This Chunga's like right in front of us. We got him out. Oh no, wait, actually he backed up there. Thought I got him. We're about to get him out now. Gotta get this guy out of there, guys. Excellent, and then we got this bomber guy. Get him out, guys. Get this bastard out. Okay, so he's dropped. And I honestly think that might be the majority of them, guys. We cleared this area out, but we gotta still stay on our toes, stay watchful, guys, as we're getting towards the end and the guns are still there. Okay, our main thing is just to stay like live with it. Yes, you're seeing them trying to bombard us here. And our main thing is just to stay live with it, guys.
Vital signs critical.
Not to lose focus, because these bastards are coming out with everything they can come out with now. See what I'm saying? Drones, everything, because they know that their time's up.
Agent out of action.
They don't have much time, and they got me on that one, guys. It is what it is. I was peeking out there. I was telling my team, just battle these guys. Do not allow them to somehow push in on us, be able to get stuff in. They got me down there, and I was like, you know what? Just bring me back, and this thing was going to be a gravy, bean sauce, straight good. A1 gravy, bean sauce, steak powder, guys. I don't know what the hell I said there, but I'm saying it's going to be all 100% gravy, guys. That's my point. So I get back up, you're seeing me here. So you're just seeing us battle this, guys. It could be a little tedious, a little repetitive, but to be honest with you, if you stick to it, we'll be good. So I don't know how the hell he hit me so perfect with that. Okay, it was them. With the nade, it was somebody across there. I'm like, yeah, this bastard, he's way over there. So whenever they start showing the diamonds on like the enemies, we know that we only have a certain amount of enemies left. So you see me work to take this guy out right here. We're going to take him out. My game was doing a little hiccuping. This game will do a lot of different things once it knows you're conquering it or conquering some difficulty. It probably doesn't want you doing. It is what it is, guys. But you know what it is. So we're all still here, guys. We battled them. We battled all the ads. And this is one way you can get this thing done, guys. This is one way you can honestly get this thing done. Like, no BS. This is how you do it right here. You don't have to be out there in the whole bullet freak fest frenzy of everything. You can literally just fight these guys from inside somewhere, take them all out, and then take the guns out. Which is one of the highly ways I advise you. I highly advise anybody new to Legendary or just struggling with it in general to get it done this way, guys. So you're seeing us come out now. We're going after the guns now. There is one other person still that is up there, so I was telling them we gotta watch for that guy. Although we could take the guns out or whatever or whatnot. Okay, so we have them in our sights all the way down there. I'm trying to hold on best they can, obviously. Well, yeah, guys, exotic gifts for random agents, Tidal Basin, Legendary, run number 60. Cannot stress enough the importance of a mission like this, guys, and to be able to go through it with Cole Walker, Von Syke, and Noob Gamer. Noob Gamer was that 4th agent, guys. Third time is indeed the charm. He was the 3rd agent that actually showed up and actually, like, contributed to our plan. Didn't make anything hard. Listen, and that's honestly all I ask for in my groups, guys. Is people listen to it. What I'm doing. It wouldn't really matter to me much. I mean, I know a lot of agents said I've carried people and all that stuff, but I'm like, that's stuff I don't care about. As long as, like I said, I could show you guys, the individual group I'm running with, that this stuff can be done. That's all smoke and mirrors, because people could see my content and just think it's not real until they run into me and they realize, oh crap, this guy's real. No, you need to sub to them. You need to like their stuff. Like, they're real. So it's like, that's just my goal, guys. It's who I am. It's just naturally who I am. I don't know how to hide stuff. I don't know how to not be a winner. Although you could battle with it throughout your years and all that stuff, but it just is what it is, guys. As we are now looking to respectively work our way towards that final gun, guys. So you see us getting over here to the final gun right here. You see me shooting it. This final yellow box right here. We're getting that done, guys, and this is Legendary Tidal Basin, guys. Random agents, you saw it once here again, part 60. Exotic gifts for randoms, guys. You saw it done live here, live sick game. What more can I say, guys? What more can I say? Congrats to the agents. You guys know what it is already. Enjoy the exotic. I have more heat, more fire coming, guys, but as I said, I have a lot of IRL applications going on, so I can't come out with these videos the same way I used to in the past. Hell, it's been tough for me to even get a live stream going for those of you guys that are my live stream audience. I apologize for that, but there's just so much going on. But hey, you're seeing the happiness in the chat, guys. We got it done. GG's. If you agents come across this, guys, you played superbly. I know that Noob Gamer, you joined a little later, but nonetheless, man, you guys played well. Gotta get that selfie right here, guys. Excellent work, guys. Excellent work to all of you agents. Life's a game. You guys take care. I got some more stuff incoming very, very soon. But with these RL real life obligations, guys, I just literally got to take it one step at a time, guys. Got to take it one step at a time. So on that note, take care, guys. Life's a game out.